Time for some history, dog.
Right, shall we see how far that gets us?
Let's see how far we go. We might make it to the end.
Spiky chick.
All spikes are good.
All
Still
spikes
got
are
30
good.
seconds of silence.
No,
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
right,
need
we
to do
saved
that.
before.
Yeah, we needed to do 3 more.
No.
For the boys.
We got like 21 seconds to go as well, bro. That's
Oh,
all we got.
nice.
That's how much longer the last track was.
Imagine him doing the maths for that when he's writing.
Oh, mate.
What is it? 7 times 3? No.
It's too much, bro.
Romeo, done.
That's what makes it such an amazing song. They're a lot smarter than we all thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just thought there's some boys from the street.
I meant just that little bit at the end. I can't even remember it because I'm not good at maths. It's like 10 plus 10 plus 1.
I can't remember
done.
any of the fucking lyrics, bro. Apart from obviously the chorus.
You only need to remember 21 seconds worth.
Tap, tap, tap.
Get one and then we'll all do it. We've got enough people. Next one, everyone have a verse ready.
Yeah, all right. We'll do that for the New Year's show.
Yeah.
So welcome back to Browsing History. We've got a fun date in history this week. Well, I guess it's not fun, really.
Yeah,
I guess the
that's
word
it.
fun isn't to be used on this one.
It's a fun date in general, though.
There's a lot of fun stuff
No, it's
going
not
on
nearly
apart from
Christmas.
the subject. Yeah, it's nearly Christmas. That's fun. Just watched The Grinch today. That's fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I watched that Klaus.
Klaus, I don't think I've seen it.
No, it's
Very
pretty good.
good.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's a bit dark, like for
Yeah.
a kid, but Enya was into it.
nice.
I was just like, yeah.
It's
nice.
funny you should say about the Grinch. The in 1966, the book was turned into an animated TV special and shown for the first time on CBS.
Oh,
nice.
on this day in history, we haven't
Yeah.
even gone over the date yet. He's
Oh.
And
getting
another
early.
Christmassy
Really?
one is
Really? Good you
Tchaikovsky's
mentioned it.
Nutcracker premiered.
All right, nice.
So
Hold
it's a
up,
Christmas
all right,
day.
save
It's
it,
a fun
lads.
day.
Fucking hell, lads. Save it.
The subject's not fun, is it?
Everyone's blowing their load well before I've even given the fucking date out here. Jesus.
I'm on zinc, dog. I can go and go and go.
I'll go get you guys some orange juices and shit. Keep it Christmassy. I'll make it a Bucks Fizz, boys.
Yeah, Bucks Fizz.
Yeah.
Nuts, nut shots.
So we're going with the 18th of December, and the subject we're looking at, you know, like we've been saying, it ain't that fun. It ain't Christmassy. 18th of December, 1916, the end of the Battle of Verdun, the longest battle in World War One, and some people argue modern history itself, bruv.
Yeah, it's like a 9-month battle. Or something.
Yeah, it's 9 months, 3
So
weeks,
long,
and
man.
6 days.
Imagine being like, I'm just going to a quick battle, I'll be home. Like maybe a week or so.
Yeah.
You come home to a baby, bro.
That ain't
Long
yours.
enough,
that's
bro.
not
You're
yours.
fucking doing shit by then.
Yeah, it would
3
be.
weeks.
Fucking hell. That'd be absolutely mental, bro. Saying that you even got back, though, 9 months. Spending the whole 9 months in Verdun.
Yeah,
I
that's
doubt
right.
anyone did that.
Yeah, you
That's
got,
all. That
got
was
away
what
with
keeps
all
you
of them.
going. That's that trad life. Just do it for my wife. Treat his feet. I've got a Polaroid of her fully
Yeah, yeah.
clothed. It just keeps me going. People used to be cool as fuck.
There might be a baby when I get back.
Yeah.
Maybe. If she didn't die in a
You
fucking
wouldn't
bombing.
even know
No, you wouldn't. Oh, no, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't even know.
unless you're proper trying.
You get the letter, though.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, like 3 weeks after they wrote it, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
like
could be
that.
dead. The whole time you'd be like, well, they might be dead.
All the pigeons have been conscripted. Like all the people that raised pigeons or had their own pigeons,
Yeah.
they've all got put into breeding programs.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Big
they
pigeons.
would have to wait ages for letters.
For
Pigeons
sure.
to the shit.
But how did the army boys were still sending letters? We've got all the letters nowadays, haven't we?
Yeah. They
You
just
buy
put
like-
it on
Yeah,
like
but this
a
is like
carriage
100 years
and carry
later.
it to the back.
Yeah, it's true. It's 100 years later. That's how
a
slow the pigeons
slow
are.
Royal Mail.
So, what birthdays have you got for us on the 18th of December?
Probably the best one
Go on.
to do with this subject as well.
Go on.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Fuck
Yeah.
off! No fucking way.
Yeah.
That's weird,
Perfect.
isn't it? Yeah, that is
Perfect.
perfect. That's a fucking good one.
Spielberg. Steven Spielberg, director.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. He made, again, wrong war, but he did one of my favourite moments in film history and cinema. He, Saving Private Ryan, right? He made it, and he thought, we've all seen it, we've all seen the opening with D-Day. He had this bright idea where he was like, you know what? I'm going to get a bunch of World War II veterans and I'm going to screen it to them before it comes out.
They're all screaming in the cinema.
Yeah.
Didn't they
Horrific,
like have
bro.
like PTSD
Yeah,
flashbacks?
mad
Yeah.
flashbacks and shit like that.
Didn't they turn it off at one point, or loads of people left or something?
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
And afterwards, they were like, "What do you think of the film?" And they're like, "What?"
I don't know, but I'm angry and confused.
Yeah. Big up Spielberg. E.T.'s his fault as well.
His fault. E.T.'s pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad, but
It's
he did
horrific. It did put the
The
fear on me
ride
as a
at
child.
Universal is his fault. That thing fucking sucks. Can't read my name for shit. Thanks for travelling.
A lot of things struggle with your name, cuz.
Big birthday for wrestlers though.
Go on.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh, yeah.
the main man,
The man himself.
and
actual king.
what was his name?
Shit, Stone Cold's birthday.
Lismark. He's a masked wrestler from Mexico.
Oh,
He's
okay.
quite a big deal.
Like
He's
big luchador
yeah.
type chavvy.
And
Nice.
his son's wrestler as well.
There we go.
Rob Van Dam
Yeah.
Oi.
RVD.
One of a
5-star
kind.
frog splash.
and the original Turbo Babe, Trish Stratus.
Yeah,
brother.
mate.
Oh, come on.
Shit.
Yeah.
God
Big
damn.
wrestling birthday.
That is big wrestling
Is
birthday.
she the one that's married to Undertaker? Is that Trish, or was that the other?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't know.
He's
Maybe.
married to
He's married
one
to
of
one of them. Isn't he married
Yeah.
to Stacey Keebler?
Oh no, was it Kelly McCall?
I
Or something?
can't
Was that?
remember.
No,
All I remember is Trish, bruv. Happy birthday, Trish, if you're out there looking for someone.
Yeah, how old would she be now? She was 1975. She was born.
Bruv, that would have
That's
been a
long.
wild backstage party. Stone Cold's birthday. Trish Stratus's birthday.
Yeah.
Imagine that weekend. Christmas weekend
Yeah.
with the WWE
RVD's in the
stable.
background.
Yeah, RVD's about. They were all rocking in the roster at the same time at
Yeah.
one point. That would have been a mad Christmas, bruv.
Yeah, wrestler parties go off.
Yeah.
They're the best stories ever.
That
I
would
love
have
it.
been
Whenever
crazy.
I see it as a wrestler on JRE, I'm like, fuck yes. Yeah, he gets some crazy coked up
Yeah.
80s stories.
You
Like
will get some crazy stories.
It's sad to see what's happening to Ric Flair though. He's doing too much fucking public events, and
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
he's
man.
losing his shit.
Him on Kill Tony was wild.
Oh, it's so sad.
Like, walk off.
Yeah, he
Because
did
he was like-
leave.
I had to fast forward some of it. I can remember it. It's a break. Keith Richards' birthday as well. That's a good fucking party.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, now what
And
a
Ray
party.
Liotta.
That is a long
Oh
drug.
shit.
That'd be a
And Ray-
party.
That would be a party.
How is Keith Richards still alive?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
He was born during the Second World War. You know that.
Yeah?
He was born during
1943.
the fucking
That's why
second
Hitler
Ice Age.
surrendered.
Keith was born in fuck.
He saw them fingers and was like, no! It's in the state of them. They're fucking gross.
Yeah. He's like immortal though. He's been playing guitar solidly for like
Yeah,
every
proper.
night for years. It was like a curse. He must have done a
The
deal.
fingers were a curse.
You know,
weren't
if,
they?
you know if you make like sausage and mash, you make like castles.
Yeah.
The sausages end up sticking out at like weird angles. That's
Yeah,
what his fingers
that's
look
what
like.
his-
He holds his hand up, it's like, fuck.
Maybe he did sell his hands to the devil and he gave
Maybe.
him devilish looking hands.
Yeah. So whatever you do, devil, don't turn my hands into pie and mash. Sausage and mash, sorry.
You see, he
Of
has
course I
a-
won't sign him. Whoa.
He has a cottage pie before every gig. It's on,
Yeah,
his
I've
rider.
heard that,
It's
mate.
on his rider. Like he goes anywhere in the world, like absolutely anywhere, and he wants cottage pie before he goes to a
Yes.
gig. That's why he's
Imagine
so
the amount
good.
of cottage pies he's had.
Oh, man.
I'd love
hell,
to, you know
yeah.
when they do like this is how many like in like a lifetime, like a visual aid of like how many fucking I
Yeah.
don't know, bits of toilet paper you've used or some shit. I'd love to see
How many
the amount of
cottage pies?
drugs that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You was thinking cottage
A
pies.
massive pile of cottage pies and drugs.
If you removed it and put it all in one straight line, it'd be 7 basketball courts.
I reckon he's done more drugs than cottage pies.
Oh yeah, big
Because
time.
drugs are so small.
Yeah.
The cottage pies are so big.
Yeah, exactly.
But so it might weigh out in the end. It's like,
By the gram, you're saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
One cottage pie a day or 17 lines of coke. Or
Yeah,
That
that's
just
what I'm
counts
saying.
as one Coke.
one coke,
One
please.
sesh. And a sesh can last a while as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
true. So you could be on a 7-day bender on the same thing.
60
And
years
still one
apparently.
time.
Still one time.
It's
But
like speeding both ways.
that's it. And you could have had like 8 cottage pies in that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably not, actually.
Nah.
No, no, if you've taken
Not on
that
a
many
good gig.
amphetamines.
Well, actually, no, because it's really pure stuff from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it'd work.
Bear cottage pies then. Also, I want to know what's the best cottage pie he's ever had. Where from?
Yeah,
I
that's
bet
what
it's
I was
somewhere
thinking.
like I bet it's somewhere like Peru.
Yeah, I
I'm not
bet.
expecting it. They just make a banging cottage
That's
pie.
what I'm saying. They put a bit of fucking llama in it and shit.
Yeah, they put a
Yeah,
little-
if there's
little
no money
something
in
there.
records, at least I can release the cottage pie book.
Excellent.
He's got a Keith Richards star, bro. Talking to stars, darling.
Stalin's
Oh, yeah.
birthday.
Throwback
Oh,
to
nice.
our previous episode.
Like
Different birthday in Russian, but
Yeah.
according to the new calendars, it's
He's about
now.
13 days out, I think, isn't he?
Oh, is it?
Russian. I
think
think there
so.
was. Were they Julius calendar?
I can't remember the
think
way it
something
works
like
now.
Fuck
But I
knows.
did have it on another episode. We talked about
That's
it.
witchery.
Maybe even the Joseph Stalin episode.
I think we probably did
Like
discuss
and
it.
subscribe.
I think that's our third episode, bruv. Third? I'm gonna say
Yeah.
third.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, it was early.
Didn't even have costumes.
Didn't even have costumes. Still don't have costumes anymore.
Also, DMX's birthday.
Oh,
The dog,
DMX
rest
is-
in peace.
That's awesome. That is amazing.
And Brad Pitt is a year older than Steve Austin. Same
Is it
day-
Brad
same
Pitt's
day.
birthday as well?
Yeah, Brad Pitt's
Yes.
birthday. He's
Cool
exactly a year older than Stone Cold.
It's not right, is it? When you look at Stone
That's weird,
Cold,
yeah.
yeah. And you look at Brad Pitt.
Just look at all the things Brad could have done with his life. He let himself down.
Yeah, he has let himself down. He has. Steve Austin's still driving around Texas in a big truck slinging kettlebells. Follow him on Instagram. I love it, bro.
Do you ever watch his chat Broken Skull Ranch? thing?
Yeah, I've seen all that.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking
That's the
dope. that.
best.
Yeah, bro. Sick
Beast.
show.
It's like redneck ninja warrior, right?
Yeah,
probably.
that's pretty much what it is.
How far can you carry this keg of Bud Light? Let's see it. Trish, let's fucking try it. And they're kicking up sand and that.
That was a fucking sick show. You anyone got any other events that happened on 18th of December, guys? What we got? What you got for me?
13th Amendment.
Yeah?
They passed that, like the adoption of the 13th Amendment,
Which-
prohibiting slavery.
Oh, shit. So about 1865?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How
Good,
we-
good dating, boy.
yeah.
I was saying, how many years after the UK was that?
Don't
It's a
know.
lot, wasn't it?
Oh, loads.
Yeah,
Maybe even
Was that
100.
18
Forever.
No,
something
100.
like
We did-
1802. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
something like 1802, 1810,
I
something
remember
like
it being
that.
on the back of a £2 coin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I remember that date. It was on the back of a £2 coin and had like a chain like going through where the O was.
Oh, yeah.
It's
the
not like we
£2
did
coin.
it that much before anyone, but we go on about it like we
Yeah,
did. But we did
We
do
did
it
it the
first.
best.
Yeah, we did everything at the best. Bro.
Imagine like the Amazon version of slavery. What you want slaves from here to there, sorted overnight.
Yeah,
Sorted
Yeah,
that. We're
we-
just too efficient at it. We're like, nah, we give up.
This-
We'll retire undefeated.
cheat codes, lads. We just realised we conquered the world with cheat codes and was like, guys, no more cheat codes. Stop using them.
A shitter, what's it called? Amendment.
Yeah.
The 18th Amendment was passed through. But it was like the resolution was passed and that became the amendment.
Okay, what's this one?
Fucking prohibition.
Ah,
Which is a pretty gangster thing.
We're literally,
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the fact that it made moonshine, NASCAR,
Yeah.
yeah, mobster movies,
mobster
Yeah.
movies, all of those, the Kennedys,
Al Capone, everything.
sorted.
Yeah, that is pretty gangster.
Cool
As
era,
shit,
innit?
shit as it is, it's a pretty cool thing it did.
Everyone's coming out of the mountains as well. All the hillbillies are still true to death hillbillies.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, all proper making moonshine up in the cricks.
That is the year after the battle as well that we're covering. 1917, that is, that resolution.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So
Well-
they did that resolution while they're at war as well.
Yeah.
Mad cunts.
Bro,
Yeah.
what the
That's
fuck?
because there were so many women about.
Imagine coming
Oh,
back
were
from
America
war
even in the First World War? They weren't, were they?
They were
Yeah, they
eventually.
were, yeah.
Late on.
Yeah,
Again.
probably about 1917, maybe. Yeah, maybe about then.
They
I
got
think.
bad hearing.
Imagine you come back from World War, like, got shell shock, and all you want is a beer, and they're like,
Oh, about that, while were you gone?
turns out you can't have
Or
any.
being a proper snob because you just invaded France and drank all the best
Yeah,
wines
yeah,
in the
yeah.
world. You
Yeah.
come back like, oh no, get me the good stuff. Some little hillbillies turned up in a NASCAR. Like, that's all we got.
That'd be fucking tragic, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah,
Coming
fuck
back
that.
home and no drink
Yeah.
whatsoever.
No newspapers. Imagine how far away America is. Your newspapers would be like a month old.
Yeah. Oh,
More.
That's hideous. Absolutely disgusting, bro. Any other 18th of December's, lads?
Yeah, we got. How far did you get up to year wise?
I just got quite a few.
Did you
Just
get out of
Random
order?
ones.
Chuck
Don't
it
know if
in,
I'll
chuck
say
it
them
in.
all.
Yeah, chronological can suck my dick.
Okay, fair enough. 1972,
Go on.
President Richard Nixon announces the United States will engage in the North Vietnam Operation Lineback.
It's called them Christmas bombings. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
He does some Christmas bombing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
to the
Linebacker
Vietcongings.
2 or something. Like
Yeah, that's
all
it.
they're all sports moves.
Did he name them all sportsmen?
Yeah.
He's a proper sports geezer, isn't he?
He was
Yeah,
with his big
probably.
old peanut head.
Yeah, that's it. Hunter S.
He's
Thompson
so
rides
easy to
with him.
draw.
Yeah. He's got to be one of the most fun presidents as well. Like, not actually as a person.
But
Like,
yeah, the
cartoonish.
mask made out of him.
The
It
rubber
was like the
mask and
first
that.
one they fucking really ripped, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he must have been.
Of like the newer era.
It was quite a bad date for plane crashes. flicking
Yeah.
through.
Is there
There's
quite
quite
a
a
few?
Yeah,
few of
last
them,
week's
yeah.
was really good for like first planes, and then this week's got
it's
loads
just
of
like all of them
crashes. Isn't
crashing,
it?
yeah.
Really? And they're only a day apart from each other. Our last week's episodes and this week's
Oh, yeah,
episode
true.
as
Yeah.
well.
Cool.
So there's good day, bad day.
Good day, bad
If
day
you're
for
booking
flying.
a flight
Yeah.
in December,
Yeah,
go with the Wrights brothers,
go with the 17th.
not with the Utah disaster or whatever it's called.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
many
that's it.
fucking plane crashes
Well,
happened?
you had 1977. You had United Airlines flight 2860 crashed in Utah,
All right.
killing all 3 crew members. Then you had one in Madeira,
Big
killing
numbers.
36.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Then then you had Lockheed in 1995 crash in Angola, killing 141.
Yeah, whoa.
So all on the same day.
God damn. You said Lockheed crashing in Angola.
Yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't a missile, bro? Lockheed,
No,
Angola,
Lockheed make planes as well.
134
Yeah.
people.
It's when he met Martin, he started going like a bit dark.
Sure, it wasn't a plane used as a missile, bro.
Oh, here's a
What, a
good
bit
one
like
as well.
9/11?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I didn't say it, gents. I'm not the one putting that out.
I
right
did.
Now.
Here's a good pub quiz one.
Go on.
Argentina won the World Cup
Yeah.
on this day, 2022, because it's like the first winter games. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Who'd they beat?
France.
There you go.
Oh yeah, nice.
Nice. Well, we got big France up this episode, though. We always talk so
Argentina
much rubbish
beating
on it.
France.
Yeah.
If you follow Hunting Hitler,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it all makes
Oh,
sense.
it
Yeah,
does, doesn't
damn.
it?
They've got their secret techniques to beat France.
They do. They've got him. They've got him doing fucking managing the team.
Yeah.
They got his brain in a computer, like that Captain America movie, bro. That's how they're getting the plays. Got to
That's
ask
not
Hitler
a
out to beat France.
A bit more.
Real World War movie.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I almost believed you. We got
Oh,
some
yeah.
bad deaths on this date as well.
Go on, who died?
Go on, who?
Hunter Biden's first wife. Joe Biden's first wife.
Oh, damn.
That was
Yeah.
all a
Was that
set
an
up, innit?
accident?
Yeah.
His current wife was like the carer or something, living in the
Yeah.
house.
Oh, was it?
Oh,
She was
no
like
way.
the nanny.
To be fair,
No way.
I didn't know any of that.
yeah, apparently she just drove out in front of like a fucking big tractor thing or something like.
Nah.
She got
If
so
I was
sick of
married to
him.
Joe Biden,
Yeah.
I'd probably do the same
She's
thing.
like, fuck this. Me and the kids are going, boom.
He's just on a loop some mornings in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I've had enough.
He's fallen over for the 4th time in the morning like that. I'm out.
That was in 72 though, so he would have only been about 30. Do you reckon he was that boring then as well?
Still a cunt though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
he
that's
was
when he was
wild
getting
back
set
then.
up before his facelift. He was setting everything up. He's like,
Yeah.
I've got to kill my wife with a tractor. I'll leave that running and tell her to go get a paper.
He was
Blam,
wild back then.
sorted.
bro.
Send my son to war.
Didn't he like lie
Get the
about
other one
his,
hooked on
like,
crack, so I'll do whatever I tell him.
Was it his like university?
Yeah, he
results?
lied
Yeah, he
about
lied-
all of his
lie about
education,
all of his
didn't he?
He
education.
lied-
That's a
Cut,
classic
yeah.
president move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Head of my class in '86, and the newspaper's like, "You're third in your class in '84."
He's got like so many mad quotes. There's one I heard the other night where he's like, if you work in a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts, you got to have a strong Indian accent. I was like, what? Yeah, right.
And he
you know what
used
I
to
mean?
be one of the guys that was proper against gay marriage as well.
Yeah, he was
They-
massively.
All his sound bites are fucking mad on that.
I've heard story. That he ran for an election in the 80s for president as well, and didn't he get in trouble for plagiarising his speech?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
he
like
copied
that.
someone
Yeah,
else's.
copied
or
someone
something,
else's
yeah.
Basically,
really
he's a
important
cunt.
speech.
He's a fucking shit-tard, man. How's he running the most powerful army in the world?
It's just worse now that he's old. Literally been, and this I ain't even saying this is a mad conspiracy. The fact that he's been lobotomized, but not even. I'm not saying it like in a crazy way. He's had brain surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he had a part of his brain removed
yeah.
because
He's actually done that.
he had a disease. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lobotomy.
Like, come on, like. I sound like I'm going against people with handicaps here, but that guy shouldn't be president.
Yeah, should be.
Part of his
there's-
brain's missing.
There's certain jobs.
Surely part of the requirement. Surely, like, it's
Whole brain.
a job application. You like having a look through. It's just like must have a brain.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Jack,
full brain.
It's just like, can I have 3/4 of a brain?
Yeah.
Or...
Missing a chunk. Missing a chunk.
JFK weren't allowed to carry on after his
Yeah,
brain got blown out.
exactly.
I got a nice festive death.
Go on.
You know that song?
Santa.
Santa's dead.
Yeah, maybe. Fairy Tales New York. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, he
that
died
bird.
the other day.
Yeah, he died the other day, but she died. Remember she got hit by a speedboat or
This is
something?
the thing, right? Anytime that song comes on, you can almost guarantee someone's going to tell you that she died by
Yeah.
getting hit by a speedboat.
Was it a speedboat?
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I
Or
think it was
jet
a
ski or
speedboat.
something.
I
like
never
that.
knew.
Yeah, in like
knew
year
this.
2000, Kirsty
Jet ski,
McCall
she
died.
was- just swimming, minding her own business, and bosh.
That's it.
Where was she swimming on 18th of December?
I don't know.
Somewhere where there's jet skis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fair. All right.
Yeah,
Right,
she's on
yeah.
holiday.
A
She
little
sells the Christmas song, bro.
Oh yeah.
Imagine how rolling in it she is by Christmas time.
Yeah, fair.
She's going Barbados.
So yeah, I
She's taking
think
an electrician holiday.
I think the propeller hit her in the head or something. So she won't
God
have to run
damn.
for president either.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
She
she's
won't
out.
qualify. She's no. Oh god damn.
Chris Farley died on this day actually. We should
Oh,
have
yeah.
30-second swim
shit.
later.
Yeah, definitely should have 30 seconds. Chris Farley, no, yeah, for real.
No, he was cool.
He was cool, but I don't know if he's like World War One.
Oh, I've got a good.
Remembrance cool, bruv.
Oh yeah, no, this isn't. This is for the date 1916. I was gonna say I got another good birthday, oxycodone. But no, that's just the same year as this.
Oh yeah,
It's early, yeah,
what oxycodone was invented?
yeah, like January.
Shit, really?
Yeah,
God damn.
There's like 4 national days as well on this date.
Yeah.
It's a bit. I don't know how you do all 4 of them at the same time. But
Okay.
you got National Roast Suckling Pig Day.
Nice.
So everyone's
Nice.
supposed to have a big old cook
Beautiful.
up and have a bit
That
of it.
sounds nice.
It's
should I do
also
that?
Baked Cookies Day.
Yeah,
So
they sound
that-
sick.
That
So
goes really well
Yeah.
together, doesn't it?
fucking what?
So while you're doing that, how about learning a new language? It's
Yeah.
World Arabic Language Day.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
Arabic
could do
and
that.
Or
pork.
United
though.
Nations Day.
Yeah.
Arabic and pork though.
Tried doing that, but then I read the recipe backwards.
And then while doing all of that, you've got to do it all on a fucking dinghy because it's World Migrant Day.
Ah yes.
There are a lot of soggy biscuits in there.
Yeah, a lot of soggy biscuits in that thingy, bruv. That's a wild national day.
And how all 4 of them things go together.
Yeah, no, I'll dig it.
And who decides these national days?
Arabic and pork doesn't go well.
United Nations and
Nice.
stuff like that, and big charities. They all
Yeah.
get together and like, we need a thing. Let's embezzle money through this thing. We're all going to organise a thing.
Now we'll make it a national day.
Should just be like every Tuesday. Think about these poor children. It's fine, but they have like galas and that, don't they?
Yeah, big gala
Stuff
stuff.
to organise,
Make a day
money
of
to
it.
embezzle.
Yeah. Buy some art.
Yeah, who else embezzles? Let's keep saying that. It's fun to say, isn't it? Embezzlement.
Is that all of our 18th of December events, gentlemen?
I think so.
One more
Go on.
I had. Let me find it. It's pretty recent. It was like 2009. And in Poland, someone stole something from Auschwitz. Let me find it.
Oh, naughty.
Here it is. Thieves in Poland stole the infamous iron sign that announced "Work sets you free," which was over the main gate at Auschwitz.
Ooh.
They
Someone stole it?
Yeah, in 2009.
Fair
They
play.
got arrested 3 days later.
How
Yeah.
the fuck did they steal it?
Fuck knows.
Paddy sauce.
Maybe some Jewish labour.
They were really convinced by the sign. We're going to be free after this, boys. Honestly, just hold me up for 2 more minutes.
I wouldn't mind. That's a pretty cool slogan sign to have, though. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You stick that up in your work yard.
Yeah,
Stick that up
yeah,
in your
yeah.
factory, your own.
Yeah, the
All
actual
their
one.
stuff, though, it's like that fucking, what's it called bit? Where they look at each other like, wait a minute, are we the bad guys?
Yeah, yeah,
They've got a
totally.
giant work camp, like, work will set you free, and like raw iron in those crazy Germanic letters.
Yeah, it is mental.
It's just
isn't it?
like full on. That's what all the books have been about.
Mitchell and Webb like nail on their head though with
Yeah.
the skulls on the fucking uniforms,
Yeah.
bruv. Like, come on, geezers. Come on, you got pirate logos on your fucking uniform, lads. Like, we all like a pirate, lads, but Jesus Christ.
And the last one I got for this date in 2019, Trump gets impeached for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
his first peaching.
Yeah. Well, first of 3, is it? Is it 3?
Talking of, don't know, he's had
It's
a
not an
few.
impeachment now, is it? It's just a
No.
case
An
of.
indictment,
But he's been
yeah.
banned from running as a presidential candidate in
Candidate
Colorado, is it?
but
How are you allowed to do that?
they can overturn it. Federal can overturn
Yeah.
it and shit.
Yeah, because
It's all just getting messy, innit?
like he hasn't been done for having an insurrection. So nowhere legally does it say anything about insurrection. So you can't ban him from running because he's had an insurrection.
Yeah.
No matter what you feel about the greatest national tragedy you've ever seen, January 6th.
He is a wild, wild boy, isn't he?
He
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely mental.
He's fun though.
He is. You can't deny he's not fun.
He's entertainment, and
Yeah.
like at the same
If he
time,
gets in again, though, it is straight up potentially a civil war.
yeah,
And then if he doesn't get in as well,
it's going to be a
like,
civil
yeah.
war.
yeah, it's fucking
Either
crazy.
way, it's on the cards.
It is weird because like that sort of talk where they're like, okay, he won't appear on this ballot is literally why the first civil war kicked off with Lincoln
Oh yeah,
because he wasn't on the ballot in the South.
yeah.
and that's why the Civil War, the first. I know it's meant to be, states' rights for what, slavery. It's actually because Abraham Lincoln became president with enough votes, but he didn't actually appear on the ballot in the South.
Well, okay.
So the South were like, what the fuck is this
What
guy?
the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, exactly that, bro. So, 18th December 1916, right? Battle of Verdun. Some dark shit. So we all know what war this is going on in.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, cavalry versus machine guns wars.
Yeah, that's
They're
it. innit?
fucking crazy times.
Gotta be the craziest war, just the craziest war ever, I gotta reckon.
Yeah, big
It's
time.
fucking wild,
Isn't it? I reckon the next World War we have, the WW3, I reckon it's going to be similar in that way. The WW1 was this weird time where they have a lot of new technologies coming in, but old war tactics.
Yeah.
And then just shitloads of people being hurled at it.
Yeah, like we're going to be trying to like just fight drones and robots
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, robot dogs and shit.
Yeah.
Machetes on their arms as they're running real quick.
Well, I
and shit.
think that's the next thing, because they're like the next gen of military kit
Yeah.
has been announced already. So we've got like 4 or 5 years before anything new comes along in that technology.
Yeah.
So everyone knows what everyone's got at the minute because they've put it into production.
Yeah.
But there's something waiting.
Yeah,
Someone's got
something
the key one
That's
that no
what
one
I'm
knows
saying.
about yet.
Yeah,
And as soon
yeah.
as you got that one, everything's go.
That's it.
Like invisible
Tic-tac
shit.
drones.
Yeah, yeah, just flying up your chad.
China's got
They hit you with that magic fucking school bus. They go in your little, come out big.
And they come out big. They hit you with the Ant-Man shit, bro. That's raw. I reckon that might even be happening. So the Battle of Verdun, right? It's I think I mentioned earlier, it's considered like the longest battle ever.
Shouldn't it be
Longest battle
considered
of all
its own
time.
war, really? It's like a fucking long
Arguably,
battle.
bro, it is a long old battle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's almost a year. 9 months. It's not far off a year,
Yeah.
That's so rough.
isn't it?
Oh,
And it's just all around one city. Because Verdun's a city.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental, bro. Over 40 million artillery shells were fired.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, bro, over this 9-month period.
That's crazy amount.
It's disgusting, isn't it? So 10 months of shelling.
If you dig now, you'll still find lead, surely.
Yeah, 1,000%.
There's loads of... Like,
They've got like a lead foundation on all their houses.
It's just lead in the ground.
Yeah,
I wonder
it's just fuck, the whole floor is leads now.
what ore that's going to turn into one day.
Oh yeah, all melt together if at the right pressure.
You know what I'm saying?
You get fucking like church roof diamonds.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Turns it straight into scrap money.
See, there was like 10 months of shelling, left the city of Verdun in shambles, and resulted in the complete annihilation of all nearby towns. The wealth of bodies and live shells in the ground ensured that these destroyed villages were never rebuilt, but they still never appear on French maps.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Loads of them.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, they're still on.
was it 9 villages, I think?
So
in
I've
total?
got what I've done throughout this timeline that I've written up to date. Every so often I've found the dates which each village
Which
was
went
destroyed,
boo. Yeah.
Oh
and
shit.
I'll pop that up and let you know. And I think I've got 12 villages that
Yeah.
were destroyed and still appear on the map in my list.
that's so crazy, isn't it? Like a whole village just fucking wiped out, and they're like, "Yep, it's done."
Just
I mean,
gone,
That's
bro.
it. That's its history done now.
Yeah, yeah.
End of.
And like you'd think, at first I was like, yeah, but how big is a village? That's still going to be pretty big, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
You think, like, even like villages around here, like
Eccles and shit. Do you know what I
like,
mean? Not
still
big,
a
but
lot.
yeah, still plenty of
enough.
lives, bro.
Yes.
Plenty of lives and families. It's fucking wild, bro. So we got to get into. Obviously, we spoke about World War One, right? That's what we're at. That's where we're at. How'd World War One start off? Let's start that timeline real quick.
It's that
Let's-
guy's birthday, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
it. Standard one. We got to go with 1914, 28th of June. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
They done a banging song.
Yeah, he was on the European tour, wasn't he? And he got
Yeah,
a
that's it.
disgruntled fan, bruv.
Take me out.
Got Lenin.
You guys know the story about him getting assassinated?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Did they not try to get... He was going to try and get him on a parade or something.
That's it.
Couldn't get to him? Missed
Someone
him or
threw a
something?
grenade and bodged it.
Yeah. And then he met him in a pub later?
He was just, mate, he was walking, wouldn't he walking and he saw his car? He's like, ah.
He
Yeah.
was right. He was at a bar, and
Yeah.
Franz Ferdinand took a wrong turn in and told his driver, like, "Fucking turn around, mate. You fucked it, bro." And while he was turning around, mate, he was outside the bar, like, "Oh, hold up. I'm meant to be capping him."
Perfect.
You reckon his
timing.
driver was in on it then?
Oh, fuck.
Maybe.
Probably.
Whoa, damn.
It was the big like distraction, wasn't it?
the distraction.
It
I
was
think
the
it definitely a bit
9/11 of the World War One.
definitely a bit of a
So
distraction.
now we got to
but-
fight the Ottomans. What?
Huh?
And the Serbs and the Germans.
So do you guys know why Archduke Franz Ferdinand was so important?
He like unified Austro-Hungary, innit?
He was the crown prince of Austro-Hungary.
Yeah.
But he had like claims to both sides or something like that, or he married someone from the other
Well,
side.
no, nothing too much like that. It's
Oh, that's
purely.
more Henry VIII shit.
It's literally like fucking Prince William getting capped.
Yeah, fucking.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but our country would go wild if that happened.
Was he not like?
We'll go to war over it, sure.
Who were they like enemies with? What were they?
So what was going on in that is it was the Serbians,
That's
yeah, or they claim it was Serbian
Yeah,
nationals
Yeah.
that killed him because the Austro-Hungarian Empire had just attacked Bosnia,
Right.
and at the time Serbia was trying to make the whole of the Balkans area sort of like a Balkans boy band.
Right.
It was like, yo lads, let's get
that's hot.
together. Yeah, it's hot, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hot.
like,
They have
imagine
Louis,
that, all the
they have
gypsy
Louis Walsh
trousers.
as their manager.
It's so much fun, bro.
You look like a pop star. You sound like a pop star. You are a pop star.
That would have been so good, bro. They would have had some crazy
Yeah,
instruments.
man.
So, you know, Austria-Hungary fucked us up with that. Didn't get no Balkan boy band because of them.
Yeah.
So they invaded Bosnia. Serbia was pissed at that. They claimed Serbian nationals were the guys behind the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and so they were like, "Well, we're going to invade Serbia." But Serbia had some boys.
Yeah.
Serbia had some boys.
Even
Serbs
now,
are
Serbia have
fucking
got
hard,
boys.
yeah.
Serbia have always got boys, haven't they? There's some pretty, you know, hardy fellas, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want to fuck with a Serbian.
Not really.
No.
No,
They'll
never.
balkanise your whole shit, bro.
And also, aren't there? No, that's Siberian. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was thinking tigers. I was like, they got some mad tigers, but that's Siberia.
At one
Close.
point, though, that was
Close.
the whole area. There was lions.
Yeah.
Like, in, like, pre-Greek times.
Yeah.
There was actually, like, a European lion. That's what all the story's about.
Ooh.
Like, cave lions and shit.
Cave lions and
So-
mountain lions and shit, bro.
I'd like to say there's Serbian tigers as well. I've got them Serbian tigers.
The spelling's close enough.
Yeah, that's
So
probably
take it.
it. I will take it. So July 28th, they invade Serbia, and Russia decided to back up Serbia. But of course, Russia's got some homies too.
Yeah.
At the time, Russia's got a little deal with France and England. But also, Russia entered to back up Serbia against Austria-Hungary, who are their allies, bruv. They got a couple of mates.
Yeah.
They got a few boys.
Austria and Hungary.
I mean, in itself. Also Germany, bruv.
Yeah.
The Central Powers. Also they got Italy on their back. Although when all this kicks off, Italy are like, we're going to stay neutral.
Yeah, they always flip sides.
Yeah, so
I think they've done it a couple of times now.
in this war, they start neutral, even though they're on the side, they're in the same pact.
Yeah, they're like the part of the
Team.
whatever the axis.
They
Yeah.
just want the easiest route, don't they?
Yeah, they really
Who's
always
doing
do.
better? Let's just those. We're
No,
on your side, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's it. And like even World War II, they were like, yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
with the Germans. And then when we actually stepped on their doorstep, they were like,
Oh,
You
they're like,
mean
thank
you
God you're
guys-
here. Thank
Yeah.
God. Oh, Mike, it's been so scary.
that guy was real mean to us.
Yeah,
we just
man.
had to
You should have
say.
seen some of the stuff he made us do. It was crazy.
And that's kind of what they do here as well. Like, it's not soon after that they fucking switch sides, bruv. It's
Yeah.
pretty soon. So all that starts kicking off. By August 1st, 1914, Germany declares war on Russia and France. Russia and France begin to mobilise. After that, Germany enters Luxembourg, bruv. And it's kicking off. They actually enter before they even declare war, though, which is quite funny.
Oh, nice.
They enter on the 2nd, and they don't declare war until the 3rd.
They
No
come
pro-
on holiday visas, bro. That was all business.
They probably entered it and exited at the same time. It's
Yeah,
a tiny
but-
country, isn't it?
Yeah, or Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drove through.
There's not much there, except from actually battle sites.
Yeah,
That's
there you
their
go.
only tourism. And ravers, they've got a good club, I
I
think.
think they've done it on purpose. They do like future tourism.
Yeah.
I also found
The
out
EU fucked it for them because they changed the price of fags, didn't they?
Oh, did
Used
they
to be
really?
go there and get like a fucking
load
5
of
million
fags.
fags for €3 or something.
Yeah,
3 francs.
cigarettes, by the way.
Fags.
So they also noticed when I was checking this out, I got to take back something I said on our Pearl Harbor episode, Ross.
Oh, go on.
Japan aren't the only country to ever cop a rape charge.
Oh,
Oh shit. Is there a rape of France or something?
Rape of Belgium.
Oh.
Germany's got a
nice.
rape charge.
Nice.
Which also makes me feel better about World War II because that was just everyone beating
That
up a
makes
couple of
sense about-
rapists.
I'm so not a raper.
That was just some serious virtuous league.
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah.
we just
We
all
don't like rapists.
Get 'em.
Stand against them. Get them, boys.
If anyone can think of any other countries which...
But don't you think
this is
Belgium
my-
and China both act like they've been raped?
I was going to say, if anyone's got any other countries which have copped a rape charge, my qualifications for it are you've got to be able to send me the Wikipedia article of like rape of, because there's a rape of Berlin article, there's a rape of Nanking article.
Okay.
So if you can find
Research for...
but it's got to be countries, not people, guys.
Yeah.
Don't just send me random rapes from Wikipedia.
No Russell Brand's in there.
Yeah, none of that, thank you. So yeah, World War One's officially kicked off, guys, and by September, World War One, we get the trench warfare that develops.
The
and
OG trench warfare, boy.
That's it.
When did the
Western
Ottomans
front.
get involved?
So
Later
I've
on.
got that next. The Ottomans don't get involved until the 29th of October.
English are like sort of getting poggered by the Ottomans at that time.
No.
But in like Asia, like Mesopotamia campaign, and what's the other one? Gallipoli campaign.
What once the Ottomans join in?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
They're getting whooped all over.
So it's not until
British.
later into the year that the Ottomans join. Like I said, like the end of October.
Oh, they got
Halloween.
busy quick.
They got spooky about it.
We only went there for hair transplants and some new teeth.
And to get Israel, as we learnt on our fucking
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia
Gotta
knocking
love that
about.
one.
You know what I mean? But that's literally what's going on. We're over there claiming Israel
That
back.
sneaky crusade, yeah.
Yeah, but giving it to the Arabs on the guys, but then bringing in the...
Yeah.
We was just mixing the honey pot round about then, bro. 1915, so it's in the same year that Italy, by the way, switches sides.
There we go.
So it's within a year.
Oh,
World War
right.
One kicked off in 1914. By 1915, Italy are like, yeah, we're not neutral anymore. We'll go to the
We're
Allies. Yeah, less than a year, bro.
What I was on about was when the battle we're talking about, Verdun, took place.
Yeah.
But that year, the British forces have been pushed back like 3 times
Oh,
by
are
the
they?
Ottoman forces.
Oh fuck. Okay.
in
So
all
that's
these different campaigns. Yeah, so
that's
it's
still
later than
another-
this.
it's
They ain't
later
in
than
yet.
this. Yeah. We ain't in that yet. By February, trenches solidify, stretching from the English Channel to the Swiss border. The Western Front has become
Yeah.
a 440-mile-long trench.
That's
That's
insane.
fuck,
Fucking
mate.
sick.
It's
cool as
insane.
fuck.
Fucking him, like, that's so cool.
That's a
Imagine
lot
all
of
the
digging.
digging.
That's a lot of digging, bro.
You'd be well good at bayoneting by the end of that.
And just imagine what it looked like back then, bro.
Yeah. One
Just-
big long trench.
Just that trench and the puddles of mud in between
Yeah.
of just bodies and barbed wire.
Just thousands
Rats.
of dudes with cobra backs because all they've been doing for 4 years is digging.
Yeah. Ripped, bro.
Just shredded.
Firing
Racks and
machine
shoulders.
guns
They're
and
just
digging.
shredded.
Your back's going to be
Yeah,
ripped,
you're
cuz.
right.
Forearms for days, bro.
It's a lot of shovels and all.
Yeah. I was playing Battlefield 1 earlier, capping mad people with shovels, and I was like, actually, yeah, this is the melee weapon of World War 1, isn't it? This
Do
shovel
some
would have been
damage
done a
with
bit. Oh, yeah.
You sharpen them as well to make you better at digging.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you have a really pointy, sharp, foldable shovel or something. You
Yeah.
just use it like a javelin.
Use it on the fucking...
Trench warfare gets fucking mad, bro. I love it.
gets Sick, doesn't it? It gets absolutely grimy. Absolutely grimy. Like, stories of people having to sleep. You could lay down to sleep, right? And you get to a new trench, you'd be like, oh, fucking yeah, this is where we're stopping. Have a little sleep tonight. Listened to a story of a dude waking up in the middle of the night and being like, no, there's something up with this mud. He's sleeping on a dude.
Oh.
He's sleeping on a dead dude.
Nice.
Oh.
Can
Yeah.
you smell it?
It's so fucked.
Isn't
I
it?
mean, the smell is probably horrific.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrific.
After about 2 hours there, I reckon you're just done with smell. Like, you don't even...
Oh, you wouldn't smell
Yeah,
anything, would
notice
you?
it.
No,
You've been
of
there
course
for
you wouldn't
years,
know.
so you
Yeah.
wouldn't notice it.
You wouldn't even notice it at all. And it would
And-
say that shells would bury bodies, and then shells would hit the same spot again
And
and
then pick them all
resurface
up
the
again.
dead bodies
Yeah.
again.
Mate,
Absolutely grimy.
imagine trying
bro.
to eat your fucking bit of dinner at your tin and a hand gets blown over.
Yeah.
Lands on your arm for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a hand yesterday.
Trying to cook a rat.
Yeah.
Or you're the grave digger. So you're
I don't
digging
think
all these trenches, you dig a grave, bury the man, and the shell hits, he's unburied. You're like, fuck!
Good job at knock too. Last one, you're like, come on, let's get done.
Oh, it's just digging. It's just digging job.
That geezer gave up, bruv. That geezer gave up like early. Maybe
Yeah,
in the
100%.
first hour of doing the job, he was like, you know what, fuck this.
Imagine all
bruv.
the dead horses as well.
Oh, so I'll go into that when we get to Battle of Verdun. One day alone in the Battle of Verdun, 7,000 horses died.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
That's
One
one
day
Everyone
alone.
died getting crushed by a dead horse. As
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
shell,
Yeah.
horse.
Oh,
Splosh.
splosh, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
That's
well, trash
fucking
compacted 2
savage.
horses. Just push to the side.
It's a sandwich.
That's a lot of dead horses.
Isn't it? 7,000 in one day. All that
When
wasted.
people moan
glue,
about the
bruv.
Grand National.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot less than 7,000.
Yeah.
A lot less. It's 440 miles of trenches as well. That means no man's land.
That's a big deal.
Collectively,
That's
would have
like, what is that comparable to? From like here to
This
Scotland?
from
Glasgow,
the English
innit?
border
Yeah.
to the English Channel to the Swiss border.
Yeah, I'm thinking like from here like up to Scotland.
Here to just before the Swiss border.
Yeah.
22 miles short of the Swiss border.
In 1915, still not at Verdun yet, guys. It's just worth a few keynotes from 1915. April 22nd. It's the first use of gas
Oh, that's
in
so
World
savage.
War One. It's
That's
grimy,
so
isn't it?
savage,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely grimy.
Is it chlorine gas or mustard gas?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought you might be someone who knows that. Which one was first?
Chlorine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking well easy to make, man.
Yeah. Well, I used
You
to.
can make it by accident cleaning the bath.
Yeah. I used to work at a swimming pool, and like
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
there's chemicals in there. I can't remember which ones it was, but if you accidentally mix them, it's like, yeah, we got to evacuate
Yeah.
Yeah.
areas, serious areas. With that as well, like some of the rudimentary gas masks they used to come up with first. Do you know what the Germans were given first, bruv?
COVID masks.
They were given a pair of goggles, some cotton buds to put up their nose, and
Genius.
told to piss on a rag and wrap it around your face.
Nice.
Close enough.
Bear Grylls is at home there.
Yeah, Bear Grylls is
He's
loving
like, what
it.
we get? Yes. Come on.
My day has come.
Do you know what you can do against
Piss
gas?
dripping
though?
Yeah,
off
yeah.
his chin, and he's loving it.
And now I've got to wrap this pissy cloth around my face for this
Rest
guy.
of the day. Bear, the gas has passed, mate. Look, we're all fine now. No, I'd rather
Lovely.
be safe.
Just quickly empty my bladder.
After that, they did. They gave him some new pair of goggles and a COVID mask, pretty much, but like a thick one.
Fat one.
Made out your
Um,
mum's old knickers.
That's it. And then, but it was like doused with like loads of chemicals and that. But that
Yeah,
was
do you
still
know what
shit.
works?
Go on.
Pepto-Bismol.
Really?
Yeah, because it's anti-acid or whatever.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
for settling your stomach, you can soak it and it like stops tear gas.
Oh shit.
So you just
So it's
breathe
probably
out
that same
instead.
shit. Yeah. The English used to just wear a sack over their head with a pipe. Now I don't know where the pipe went or anything, but yeah, it was just a sack they tucked into their shirt.
The pipe went right.
They're trying to fake the gas
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
The straw wasn't in their mouth, but the gas thought it was. So they go down the straw and they're like, done ya.
And I heard stories again of like old boys talking about how they'd sometimes lads would just be so sick of that sack because it was such a heavy, horrible sack that they'd just be like, "Fuck it," and take the sack off, and then
And they're like, regret.
Put it back on.
they're turning purple and shit like that.
Yeah,
after
the lungs
that.
get burnt,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
That's so
All the
fun.
little hairs that collect all the goodness.
that's it.
What side was who fired what one first?
Germany
Germans
used
have
it.
a bit of
Yeah.
chemistry, don't they?
Yeah, they used it first. They used it on the French north of Ypres, the Ypres line.
Eep, they
Eeps.
say.
Oh, is it?
Heaps.
We've
Eeps.
been there.
Yeah, I went there with my school.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Fucking sick.
So yeah, that's the first place gas was used. After that, so the traditional gas mask we know, that was again first. It was the Germans who thought of that.
Oh, the really gimpy looking metalhead one.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I like that.
And then everyone didn't get that until some French soldiers found some dead German boys wearing that mask and were like, "Fucking look what they got!"
That's how they
Dickheads."
made it. They must have made the gas with those masks, surely.
Yeah.
No, because the Germans first had the pissy masks.
Germans.
So how many people died while they were trying to make the gas before they fired it
That's
as a
true,
weapon?
actually. Maybe it was just their soldiers they gave the pissy masks. while the
We haven't
scientists
heard
were
from the
mad.
gas factory in a while. Like, good news, good news.
It works.
Yeah, good point. So maybe that's what it is. The scientists were using that, and they were like, "Well, why don't we just give these to the boys?"
If only there was a big camp where we could concentrate and focus on research properly.
They learnt some mistakes from World War One. Obviously, they learnt some mistakes. By August, the French General Staff decided to partially. So this is worth mentioning. That year, August 1915, a year before the Battle of Verdun, the French General Staff decided to partially disarm all the forts at Verdun.
That's a real smart move.
Yeah. Well, they needed it for scrap to help build like
No.
new ammunition and new weapons and new artillery.
Well, did they think they weren't going to come towards?
They didn't. They just didn't consider them coming toward Verdun,
Stupid
which is weird
shit.
because it sort of edges out.
Well, if you like weaken your defences, that sort of makes a good
target.
point for someone to go to. Don't
Yeah, that's it. And they were like ancient forts. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
They're
That's
like
the whole
really
point
old
of a
forts.
fortified town, isn't it? It's like, come on
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at our wall and our guns.
So it was like Verdun's like been around for
Look at
centuries.
just the wall.
Oh, hang on, I had to take half the wall too. Look at my foundations.
Actually, just don't look at me. Just leave me alone.
Just turn the light off.
So Verdun's old as shit. It was like among one of the last places to fall during France's humiliating defeat against in the Franco-Prussian War. And it's since been built into one of the most heavily fortified strongholds along the border with Germany.
I was going to say,
decided to disarm it.
this went between Germany and France for years before that as well.
Yeah. That's the Prussian.
Like the Rhineland, yeah.
Yeah. So the way it worked, it was like a double ring of 28 forts around this city.
Sick.
That's pretty
dope,
cool,
isn't it?
actually. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking awesome. And they decided to disarm it in the middle of at the start of a world war.
Did they know it was World War though?
At this point, I guess the Ottomans are involved by then.
They knew it sank and it was close.
Well,
They-
either way, it's still a fort.
Someone
close
just
to the
raped
Belgium,
Belgium.
So
Keep the guns in the forts.
Yeah.
There's raping going on. November, the British and French only just now. So, admittedly, here's one of the reasons why they probably disarmed them. November, the British and French only just now in the start of World War start getting metal helmets.
Yeah.
Before that, they're all out in caps and fucking Royal Guard hats and shit.
good at Van snapbacks and that. Back
Yeah,
on,
that's
back
it.
on.
Well, we actually get the British get the Brody helmet,
Yeah.
which is like the round
The
one,
round one with the
Yeah.
flat. Yeah.
pretty dope one, and the French get what's called the Adrian helmet.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It sort of looks like a fireman's helmet, but it's silver.
Oh,
yeah,
you know the one I
kind
mean?
of cool.
Yeah, that's it. I've also seen some. I don't know how the French got hold of this because it did start off as a German weapon, but I've seen an image of some French soldiers firing a flamethrower, and I just find it funny
Well, if
because
they die, you get it, don't you? It's
Huh?
like video games. If they drop it, you can pick
yeah,
it up.
you can pick it
Yeah.
up. But the reason I like it is because, like I said, the helmet looks like a fireman's hat.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's the
But
opposite
the-
colour of
yeah,
a
yeah.
fireman's hat because the
Yeah.
fireman's hat is yellow. That's
They must have
silver,
called him the Waterman.
and they're shooting fire. I was like, yo, bro, that's anti-fire, man.
Anti-fire guy.
Absolute hero.
Bizarro fireman.
Yeah. By now as well, I think the Germans are starting to rock that sick-looking, spooky stormtrooper helmet as well.
Yeah.
So they got rid
Yeah,
of the
the one with
spike.
the ear flaps.
Yeah, that's it.
They're
Well, I think
cool
they
as
probably
fuck.
still had the spike.
Yeah, I think the spike was.
Yeah, the officers and all that would have them.
Yeah.
The cavalry.
Oh yeah, the generals definitely. Do you guys know why the spike was about? I think I said in the group chat.
No, go on. I've
No.
missed that one.
So the spike.
Oh, yeah, it's for deflecting someone attacking you from on top.
Yeah. So like, because
It's like
you know,
an extra little sword to give him a flick with. Like
do you know
a
at the
rhino.
start of World War One, we didn't really like all the soldiers were trained to like in Napoleonic War shit.
Yeah.
So you was all
Yeah.
marching in your regiment, stop
Yeah,
line
yeah.
shooting, a bit of trench warfare and all of that. But it was like you could get military cavalry charged and shit. Yeah, so a cavalry charge come in, saber swinging at your boys and stuff. The metal spike on the helmet was meant to deflect saber.
Oh
okay.
shit,
Yeah,
that's nice.
it's pretty fucking sick, isn't it?
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Must have
man.
been annoying in the trenches though. Like
Yeah.
you're peeking up over the trench and it's like, exactly.
But
You go to sit down and someone's left their fucking helmet down.
Yeah.
Or you land on one of them dead dudes with their
Oh,
spiky helmet.
mate,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Someone's already dead and you fall backwards on them when they're wearing
That
a
could be a
spiky helmet.
raping.
That is definitely a raping, bro. So yeah, I guess it is good that they kind of got rid of that.
Yeah.
Got those spooky little stormtrooper bucket helmets. They're pretty dope.
They're cool.
Yeah. December of 1915, General Erich George von Falkenhayn becomes German Chief of Staff and commander of the German military.
Nice.
See, when I heard this name, I just sort of imagined a guy walking around with a falcon on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope.
Falkenhayn. Yeah. That's, yeah,
I don't
fair
know
play.
why.
That's a
Every
cool
time I
name,
heard his
though,
name, I was
It
like,
is.
yeah, man, that's
He's
sick.
definitely got a spiky helmet as
Yeah,
well.
100%.
Yeah.
Spiky helmet and a falcon. 1916, January. The British begin their highly controversial for the first ever time conscription.
Do you know what else they done for the first ever time?
Go on.
The first blood transfusion.
Really?
Yeah, British medical.
Yeah.
Really? During the war?
Yeah, January 1st.
Well, it's the first
On
one with
January
stored
1st,
blood. They've
yeah.
done them person to person before, but it's the first one with like blood in a jar.
Yes,
Yeah.
go
Someone
on,
kept
lads.
in a fridge or something.
They've been
That's gangster.
stored and cooled.
Yeah.
So the reason I brought up the January thing is just a pretty cool little story. So before that, we were a volunteer army, the British coming out of World War.
Okay.
Kitchener's volunteer army.
Mhm.
People were like, yo, it's crazy because so many geezers from Britain just signed up.
Yeah.
All the absolute lads
Yeah.
just signed up. I was like, we'll
They're
volunteer
going to
for
join
this shit.
football teams, and then the football team would automatically sign you up. Sort
Oh,
of thing.
really?
Yeah, that's how they're organising it.
There you go. And like everyone said that the battlefields of World War One were suddenly flooded by the working class of Britain
Mm.
because we just fucking came storming in like, we're up for a kick-off, boy.
Talking of Kitchener,
Go on.
he died the same year as the battle.
1916.
16, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The ship sank. Can't remember why.
Oh, okay.
Might have
Something
been
to do
hit.
with the war?
Possibly.
Did he hit
Yeah.
Might have been torpedoed.
Oh, shit.
Because there's another one the same year they ran aground.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a
Maybe.
mine or something.
Oh, yeah, it was a mine,
I
yeah.
think it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So, what was happening was it was so popular to sign up to the volunteer army in England in like 1915 that there was women going about the streets and sticking white feathers on people, on blokes who wouldn't volunteer.
Yeah,
Ah,
I heard about
chicken.
this.
So, yeah, you'd be walking around with like a white feather stuck on you and you look like a bitch. And
Yeah.
it was so common that the military had to start issuing special badges for people who worked in industries which were supporting the military, so they were still back at home.
Like the
So
COVID
that-
badges.
Yeah, so people didn't get
Yeah,
slapped. with-
I'm a
I'm a
fucking
key
key
worker.
worker.
yeah, that's it. So people didn't get slapped with the little "you're a bitch, pussy" feather. Chavies would walk around with like, "No, actually, I'm working at the factory. Leave us
Yeah.
alone, boy."
Do
Do
you
you reckon
reckon
that's
that's
why
where the
milkmen have like a kind of military outfit?
It's just so they don't get fucked with.
I was gonna say, do you reckon that's where the saying "chicken" come from?
Maybe that's a pretty good one, isn't it? It possibly
We
could.
said it.
Yeah, it's history now,
fact.
bruv.
It's facts,
Absolutely done. Early 1916, the new German Chief of Staff Falkenhayn decides to come up with a plan. He writes this down in his little memo. France get a hold of this at the end of the Battle of Verdun, and his plan is to bleed France white at Verdun.
Nice.
Yeah, he plans to lure the French into a trap that'll force them to throw so many fucking troops at him that it just turns into a meat grinder, and he can just fucking annihilate as many French as he wants, force them into surrender just because they can't hack it, bro, because they're French.
But imagine, like, just before this, like 50, 60 years before this,
Yeah,
we got all, like, fucking crazy lords doing all this shit. Like Napoleon, they're remembered as, like, great tacticians.
yeah.
But then Germans do it once, well, twice. And it's like, no, we're not doing it anymore. That's not a cool thing. He's not a hero, he's a criminal. Do you know what I mean? He
I get what
starved
you're
those
saying.
poor people. They're like, yeah, Napoleon starved out the town and took it well easy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah. He also did that horrible massacre on the beach and shit in
Yeah,
Egypt.
beach chopping.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. I know
Yeah, but to
exactly
be fair,
They,
people do
they
think
only just changed over from being cool.
Yeah. Well, it's like that whole, like, at one point, I can't remember which comedian says it. There's one point it stopped being cool to say okay to say the N-word in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And one dude just
one
dropped
day.
it in the office one day, and everyone was like, "Yo."
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Bro.
Can't say that now.
Or what about
Yeah.
the opposite, where
Or
black
like
guys
Gillis
started
was-
being able to say it?
Yeah. That's
It's just-
Pryor.
What
That
did you
was-
talk about?
Again, that was a comedian. That was
Oh, was
Richard
that Richard
Pryor.
Pryor?
He was the one who like be able to. He was the one who sort of brought it. Everyone like calling each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
But then actually I just realised who it was who said that bit about the office, and it was Gillis, because he was saying he was the last one with Chinese,
Oh, right,
because then he got
yeah.
cancelled for SNL for the
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because it was
that's-
okay to make fun of him until
Yeah.
he did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
that's
you-
it.
His bit on JRE the other day when they were talking about Brian Simpson was just like, yeah, but the gypsies call each other gypsies. He's like,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
crazy,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely
Fucking killed
wild.
me.
Absolutely wild, bruv. So Verdun at the moment is sitting in, just jutting out into the German lines.
Why would
So
you
it's a big
take all of your
target.
defences away from that when it's literally sticking out?
I
Yeah,
know,
it's
bro.
It's like a
Literally,
big
like,
beacon,
been-
like, come and attack me. And it's
Yeah.
like,
It's
It's
all
already
shit
been a
working there.
contested area
Yeah.
in previous battles.
Yeah,
for
in
so
like the
many
last
years.
century and that.
Like, it's crazy.
It's lizard people.
Yeah,
It's got to be
They
lizard.
took
They
the
wanted
cannons
all.
out.
Yeah.
They
So-
knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
they planned it.
Planned it all, bruv.
Planned them.
I
They
sometimes
carried it all onto like the 23rd floor of a Vegas hotel.
So like there is, before World War One even kicked off, right? They were sort of saying like this is when socialist uprisings were happening in Russia. The working class were all sort of being a little bit more speaking up a bit, because we were being shit on after the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And the population was getting massive. The fact that most of the top powers involved in this war are all literally first cousins,
Mm.
you could argue that lizard people was the first big depopulation, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
And this one worked.
Yeah, this one really
A
fucking
lot.
worked really well. So not only that, Verdun threatened the communication lines across the entire Western Front, and also the fact that if France lose it, it's such a legendary place. I think it just might make France a little sad.
It was like the morale, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That's worried about it.
I thought it might just make him a little sad, you know.
Depression.
You don't
Yeah.
Want, you don't want the boys being down.
Can't have the boys being down, can you? On top of that, the Crown Prince of Germany was put in charge of the German army
Nice.
at the Battle of Verdun, which is pretty great.
What was his name?
His name was Wilhelm Victor August.
They've always got
Wilhelm.
sick names, haven't they?
Yeah,
They've always got
German
good,
joke
like-
comes off the tongue nice when you want to be badass.
It's always a good
Yeah,
band
If you're
name.
talking about like military leaders, like a German name, fucking
German name is
slaps.
pretty fucking.
Yeah.
Sounds heavy, doesn't it?
It does
You're
sound
like,
heavy.
Why don't you name your funk band after a German geezer?
"Woo, Franz Ferdinand.
No,
I
that
have
one's
no
already
idea.
been, that one's already been done.
You know,
bro.
every band name's been taken.
Adolf.
Hitler.
So, Wilhelm's nickname was Little Willie.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fop,
I bet he had a massive cock.
right?
What, he's like a dandy.
Bit of a dandy. But here's the thing: and so at first, the soldiers used to say, it's lions led by donkeys."
Yeah.
But it actually turns out that Wilhelm was actually a bit of a sick general.
Yeah.
He'd done
cool.
some dope shit in the past. He does some decent things at Verdun. He's actually an alright general. for being
Decent
a fop.
things or like not
Well,
decent
on his
things?
side of
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
decent.
Yeah, it depends on the
They
Perspective,
weren't
perspective.
decent for
bruv.
the French.
Yeah.
No, certainly
His
weren't
progress
decent.
review went well.
Yeah. Germany's preparation for the Battle of Verdun involved one of World War One's largest build-ups of men and equipment. They used rugged terrain and a huge air presence to screen their movements, as well as for reconnaissance. So World War One was the first time we got to see fucking planes knocking about in the air.
I was reading
That's
a thing
sick.
about the planes and all that. There was a fuckload of planes,
Oh yeah.
but they weren't. I don't know if you got anything more on planes.
So
throughout
I've
the battle.
got the Germans. They deployed like 280 warplanes
Yeah.
around Verdun, but it was mainly sent out to like destroy, to take pictures of,
Yeah,
observe.
so they weren't so much bombing planes or anything like that.
So they
weren't
did.
using
They
too
did
much.
do
They
some
had some.
bombing,
Yeah.
but
There were
mainly-
like ground attackers sort of thing
Yeah.
they call them, I think.
Yeah,
But they would
And they
fly
were, like-
over with like photographers.
Yeah.
in, and
They
they'd
weren't
be snapping
bomb bays, were
pictures.
they? They didn't open at the bottom. They
No,
just
not
drop
at all.
them out of the cockpit. It's
Yeah,
like
so-
two-man planes.
So geezers would literally go up. I've seen video footage of
Mad,
geezers
isn't it?
looking out of planes like it's Dick Dastardly, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
wacky races and
Yeah,
shit.
it's exactly
and he's
those
got
planes.
a bomb, and he's being like, "What?" and chucking a
Just throwing
missile,
it at it.
just
Yeah,
dropping
yeah.
it.
And they're called
It's
Fokker Schmidt.
crazy,
Sick.
isn't it, bro?
and his
They're
dog
called
was sitting in it.
Fokkers.
And like the first dogfights in the skies during World War One would be pilots going up and literally pulling for the 6-shooter out of their car.
Yeah.
Being
Do a
like,
Can we get
drive
our
lights.
photos?
yeah, yeah, that's it. Put the camera down, fucker. Pow, pow, pow.
But yeah, that's one of the quickest like innovations.
Yeah,
As soon as they had planes over a battle, they're like, let's bring a load of spiky shit to drop on them. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
yeah.
And then like, let's bring a gun in case you see another one. And like, let's just build ones with guns on. And that like happened in the space of like 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but not even that. It probably happened in
Yeah.
the space of a few months. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
the
going to
first
strap
half
my
of-
machine gun to
yeah.
this cunt right
Yeah.
now, and we're going up there.
Apparently, they used a lot of like smoke sort of
Yeah.
from planes as well.
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
disrupt, like French.
That's it. They
So
used
French
Zeppelin
didn't
to do that
chemtrails.
as well. Straight
Yeah,
chemtrails,
there was a
right.
Zeppelin
Straight
bombing,
up.
wasn't there? Ooh.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Was that Paris?
Yeah.
Paris?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Germans got Zeppelins all the way over there. Imagine just like, oh no!
They got Zeppelins over London.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how you can let Zeppelin get that far. Like, that's like
In it, let it
that's
get that
like-
close.
And surely they're pretty easy
Rude.
to shoot down as
That's
well.
like
no?
going
I was
outside.
thinking, you could do it with a bow and arrow.
that's like going outside seeing,
Yeah.
seeing a snail on the floor and being like,
Ah,
just going
shit.
back to the door and then it beating you there. You're like, why? what?
Turbo.
How did he get here?
But yeah, they were used at Verdun as well, just for observation, mainly just checking things out,
Yeah.
seeing where the French are at, seeing where they're going. This was the largest yet seen military air force ever, which is, I mean, it's not saying much. It's the first time they're in a war. So
They had triple wing planes as well, triplanes.
they did, yeah.
The Fokker, that was a bit later, but the Fokkers had them as well.
The French only muster about 70 planes to Germany's 280 for the Battle of Verdun.
Shitters.
Yeah.
French ones.
Falkenhayn's men spent weeks constructing new railway lines, assembling heavy concrete bunkers to house troops, and stockpiling more than 1,200 artillery pieces.
Nice.
Now, the battle was meant to start on February 12th, but Verdun had been such a shit snowstorm that it didn't start then.
They would have had a snow day and built a snowman
Yeah, they all
instead.
fucked around.
I love they used to do that back in the day. They're like, right,
Yeah.
tomorrow we're gonna get up, getting up early. We're gonna go out, and boys. Everyone's like, right, good night's sleep. Right, cool. And they woke up, like, oh, it's a bit cold, isn't it? They're like, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow.
Why us it? Today's written off. Might as well, we'll do it tomorrow.
You tried opening the door.
We tried.
Like,
You did see me try and go over. I saw Bill slip on that ladder. I'm just saying, health and safety. I will not allow it. I want correct access equipment.
Send a pigeon to the Germans. See if they feel the same.
Yeah. See if they want to call it off.
It's actually quite good for the French because it gave the French forces time to reinforce the bunkers with more lads, which was nice.
Yeah.
But the battle did actually begin about 9 days later. Yeah, 9 days later at 4 a.m., February 21st. The battle began with a massive artillery bombardment heard on other positions on the Western Front.
Like 100 miles away.
100 miles away from.
Fucking hell.
That's how heavy this.
How far away is
first
100
part-
miles like from where we're at now?
It's like 100 miles away.
What's Cambridge? Cambridge 100 miles?
Yeah,
Dunno.
probably.
Like
The
in a
dis-
straight
Like
line?
that.
Not
yeah.
that this is going to help, but the distance between Hoover Dam and Vegas is about 100 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I've
can
never
get there
been
in
there.
an hour if you really floor it.
That's insane, though. No,
It's fucking far.
At 4
innit?
a.m. as well. Just trying to sleep.
Innit?
Fuck off.
Innit?
The first shell actually, which landed in the city of Verdun, landed in the bishop's courtyard, bruv.
Imagine if they had
That's
Facebook
dope.
groups back then. They're like, what's going on? My dog's going divvy. It's too late. Don't be doing this.
Can someone stop their fireworks, please?
That's a good chess
Mark
move.
safe
That.
from Verdun bombings.
So the Germans launched 2 million shells during their opening bombardment.
Fuck me.
Yeah, bruv.
They went for it.
Just non-stop.
God.
Hot as fuck guns.
Yeah, 800 and something guns just firing. And it was over like a 12 or a 9 hour period, something like that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What they used to do as well during that was like, they on this particular bombardment, the common thing back then was a bombardment of artillery shells and then the infantry lads run in after. Yeah. So what happened was they did this massive bombardment for bare hours and then it lulled down for a while and the French were like, right, the infantry are coming. So boys, out the forts. Let's fucking go get them.
Yeah.
And then they continued
Did it again,
artillery
didn't they?
shells.
Yeah.
again.
Fuck them.
And they did that to them a bunch of times during that
It's so
day.
mad how that seems like such a simple tactic now.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
at the time, they were like,
No!
I fall for it twice.
I think they fell for it more than twice in one
Yeah.
day as well.
that's like fucking 2 months of the battle. They're like, right, no, stop shelling, go outside. The bad boys are like, well, remember what happened last night?
No, orders have come from top down. We've got to go
They
over.
said we got to go.
Come on, mate. You said that about Bill last week. And, I've
Bloody
still
Germans.
got Bill's hand in my soup bowl, bro.
They said they wouldn't do
I
it
buried him
anymore.
3 times this week.
Yeah. Of the 900,000 casualties at Verdun, this is just a general fact of Verdun. Of the 900,000 casualties at Verdun, and that's around about the death toll, an estimated 70% were caused by artillery.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. On top of that, it's like, again, another old boy in a documentary I was watching. He was like, and he was like talking all soft and delicate and old man because he's like right on death's door. He's like, I could never have killed a man. I never shot a man. I could never have done that. It wasn't in me. And then he sort of said with a chuckle, like, but when you shot an artillery, you didn't really see if you was hit, who you was hitting.
Didn't matter. Yeah.
I suppose it's easier at that point, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's just him being like,
Yeah.
I never killed him. I mean,
I probably did.
yeah, I didn't really see him die or anything.
Whenever like I hear stories about like 2 million shells or whatever it was,
Yeah.
I always just think about the logistics that went into getting 2 million shells to that
Yeah.
point.
Ah, to
Like,
that spot.
fucking
How
hell,
many
man. Like,
vans
from
and
Germany
trucks?
or whatever factory it was they were getting
Yeah.
made at, like all the way, like all them horses carrying like the
Yeah.
carts and
Then
shit.
dragging them across the
Fucking
mud.
2
Yeah,
million
I was just saying, like,
shells.
the roads and that.
Like, yeah,
at the time
fucked.
weren't. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair,
absolutely
the
fucked.
roads then were probably better than the roads now. But
Yeah.
Fuck
No
that.
potholes. Fucking potholes.
Fucking World War One shells would struggle like fuck out there. You want me to run across that? Fuck off.
But here's the thing as well, exactly like that, right? The shell craters and shit like that, which will be going on the
Oh,
roads.
yeah.
it's
The
mad.
state of the
Well, we-
roads is going to be.
When we went on the War Graves tour, they went battlefield tour,
Mm.
Yeah.
and there was was it called Huge Crater?
Huge crater, yeah.
And that
Huge
was
crater.
Yeah,
Huge.
it is just
It's-
jokes.
It's spelled
H-O-O.
H-O-O-G-E, I
Yeah,
think
that's
it
it,
is.
yeah.
But
Huge.
we was all like, yeah, it's huge, and mate, it is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's the biggest crater
Yeah.
that's been left over from World War One.
God
and
damn.
it was like the Royal Engineers dug underneath the
Oh,
lines.
blew it up from the under.
From underneath, they
Yeah.
packed that shit with
Yeah.
explosives, and when it went bang, there was a pilot flying over at the time, and he reckoned he was like 200 foot up from the ground, and he said that the mud went past his plane.
Oh,
It went
fuck.
past his plane, and he was like, "The fuck was that?" And I went back and was like, "What was that?" And they were like, "Yeah, the boys just blew a fucking massive hole in the fucking floor."
Hell, that's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Insane.
But like I think there was another one. I think it was like Hilltop something. Hilltop
Hill
66.
65 or something.
But that's all. You still got all of the craters in
Yeah.
there as well, and it's
Mad.
just
You just look
crazy.
out and you're just like, my God, each one of them is just like a huge explosion.
Yeah, that's probably been filled in since as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no
Fucking
doubt.
madness.
So do you said the logistics of getting like 1 million shells for the
Mm.
first day? Overall, the two sides fired between 40 and 60 million shells over the entire 9-month battle.
You think with that number of shells, every gun would have misfired and been damaged at least once. you know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
So
definitely.
it's also repairing guns and keeping up the fire rate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
yeah.
And getting food and water and all sorts of shit to the front as well. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah, so-
insane. All of
I'll
that.
get to.
told.
There's actually something that comes up with that on the
Is
French side. A
Imagine all
little
the
bit
baguettes they went through.
later on. Easy to find frogs' legs for them though.
Yeah.
Trading
Yeah,
I
cigarettes.
was going to say, do you reckon that's where they found snails?
Yeah,
tasty?
they started munching on snails
Yeah.
in the fields. Definitely, bruv. What is it called?
Can't remember what the
A
proper
snail.
name is. Car-
Escargot.
Yeah,
Escargot.
escargot.
That's it, brother.
I think it's in a Nas song.
That's our point of reference for French food over in England. No, it's true. He mentions it. Something
Yeah.
about it being fancy. So a little note from a Frenchman whose unit fell victim to a German artillery attack at Verdun. I arrived there with 175 men. I left with 34. Several mad, not replying anymore when I spoke to them.
Oh shit.
Oh, mate, the videos of Shell Shock are horrific.
Mm.
aren't
Yeah,
they?
have you seen the
Oh.
videos, the
yeah.
World War One?
Where they showed a guy the hat. Have you seen that one?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
showed,
yeah.
like, the
He's
military
freaking out
thing
of the
and, like,
hat.
it just, oh, mate.
It's absolutely horrific, and like some of them are like full on doing like the fucking full body stanky leg. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And like everyone back home's like, grow up.
Fucking fix it.
Man up, mate. Come on.
Put feathers on them and that.
Yeah,
We're getting like this for in public.
fucking pussy.
So there's like I remember later on, and it wasn't the Battle of Verdun, it was another battle later on where the French morale like really dropped later in the war, and there was a guy talking about how they were executing mutineers, people like mutinying from the battle,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
were trying to flee the battle and shit like that. And he was saying, unfortunately though, sometimes they were fucking executing dudes who had shell shock and who just couldn't get to the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, fuck it,
Horrific,
we're just
yeah.
going to go. Oh, it's a bit loud. But I just thought I'd put this on the background, seeing as you mentioned it. We've got the fucking, here's the shell shock videos now. I pulled that up, Jamie.
Nice.
And, yeah, this dude's just chilling, having a little yoga stretch.
Like that.
But here we go, this guy's doing the fucking
It's mad.
full
isn't
sway
it?
and stuff, isn't it?
Just from
They must have seen an offensive comedian or something to have that level of trauma.
So was that
They were at the wrong comedy show at the wrong
Yeah.
time to be that offended.
so the shell shock, was that literally just from the fucking vibrations that their brains were just rattled for like
fucked.
months on end?
I guess so, it just fucks with
Because
your
it's like-
equilibrium, right?
Yeah, because I suppose it's like, you know when like you take a punch or whatever in a fight, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
your brain moves and that's what knocks you out. Like,
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
being next to one of them fucking guns.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole
9
thing
months.
shaking.
Your
Yeah.
head's just rattling.
Yeah,
Constantly.
for
Yeah, all
sure.
I can hear is screeching.
Yeah, even when you're
Yeah,
like
it's
trying
got
to
the worst
sleep and that,
tinnitus
it's
ever.
just like, yeah, just
He looks
rattling.
happy.
And every time you close your eyes, you see like man soup. You're like, oh no,
no,
I'm good.
You can just feel it through the floor. You can't even.
I'm
lay
gonna go
down.
stanky leg for a while, sort myself out.
It is just what it is, just exactly that. It's like brain. It's got to be the most severest of brain damage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane.
There you go. This is the Chavi you was chatting about.
Yeah,
The
so
hat.
they show him the military hat and he just starts freaking out.
He is not happy to see that hat, bro.
Wait till you see your coat, mate.
Why are they putting him through that?
Oh, they,
But they're trying to work out what. That's what.
because he's German. Look,
See, boys,
even-
he's just scared of hats.
that Chavi did look German as well, and it is actually in Germany.
I found a way we can beat the Germans.
Watch this one, boys. Oh, he had moves though.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
guy
little
gave
fucking
the little
360,
spin.
He's all right.
He might discover something to do with science.
He might end up on Epstein Island.
Oh, we shouldn't be making these jokes on actual fucking videos.
Well,
of
we
this,
don't know
bro.
if they're German or not, so.
It is in Hamburg. Videos from Hamburg.
This-
Oh,
this
you
guy-
see,
Yeah, but
they're
they might
not
be French.
goddamn war heroes. They're the bad guys. We're not supposed to do war anymore because of you.
This guy's spooked out.
Bruv.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
That,
It's
I
so
think this one's
horrific,
one
dude.
of the worst ones. Just this
Yeah,
dude's
'cause you can
eyes and
just see-
face.
you can just
Not
see,
bad,
like,
Tash.
his brain, he's just mashed. Isn't
He's
he?
just
Like,
gone there, isn't it?
His brain is just not there.
Yeah. Absolutely horrific stuff.
Oh, blue steel.
So, guys, if you want to watch this, it's just 1918 World War One veterans shell shock,
See that guy's
war
eyebrows?
neurosis.
That's where they got the Cadbury's idea from.
He's just had a few too many drinks. This one.
Yeah, well, you would, wouldn't you?
Look, this is wild.
Crazy. Just
That's where the
like
robot
fucking
dance
shells.
comes
Yeah, this is where Pop and Lock originated.
Bro, he's fucking jacked. What's going on?
They're all jacked back.
He was
there.
one
Because
of the
he's
ones
always
digging the
Pop and
trench.
Locking. B-boys are like generally pretty jacked.
Yeah, true. Crazy core strength.
So, artillery's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And there's the first day of artillery.
I was going to say this is the first proper
This is the
war where
first-
they're dealing with all of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
there was a
this
bit of
extent,
artillery
I think.
already.
But to this extent, it's like shell shock and all of that.
Oh,
so they
yeah,
had
for
no,
sure.
no idea.
No,
about
they
that
didn't have
before.
this before.
No.
Even back when
Nah.
Henry VIII was rocking cannons, they
Yeah.
didn't have Chavez
This sort of
acting
shit.
like this.
No.
And they're on
Or if they
bullets
did, they
now,
called
innit?
him the natural fall and stuck
Yeah,
him in
yeah.
the court.
Yeah.
It was like, so, like back in the day, didn't it get to a certain point and then battle kind of like ceased for the night, if you like.
Yeah,
And then
go
it,
for
like
tea.
go
Yeah, it's a
again
bit
in
more
the morning.
Yeah,
genuinely.
it was
Whereas like now
genuinely.
they're just like, fuck you if you're trying to sleep, I'm going to still
Still
fire
keep on bombarding. I think this
thousands and
was probably one of the
thousands
first times when it was like
Yeah.
that.
just constant.
Especially with that constant. Were you saying, what was it, 1 million in the first day?
Yeah,
Was it?
over like
Fucking
9
imagine-
hours or 12 hours of
Imagine a
shelling, I
million
think it was.
explosions just next to your
That's
head.
what I mean.
Like, how many is that a second?
Even
Can you work that out?
firing a million explosions.
Have you ever
Yeah.
been like near like when there's been like a big explosion,
Yeah.
like something, and you can like feel you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck
Like when the
was
last
that?
big firework goes at the end of
Yeah.
a display.
You know,
Yeah,
Scares the
that's
shit
it.
out of you.
And
Yeah, you
that's
feel the air move at you,
yeah,
don't you? You feel the
yeah.
air pressure change.
At the Alamo, they force fire cannons and stuff like that, and even
Yeah.
then you're like, oh Jesus
Yeah.
fucking
Mm.
Christ, yeah,
Fuck
absolutely
that.
too much. From the artillery, have you seen some of the size of some of the old World War One artillery?
Yeah.
dude.
When
Yeah.
they're just giant tanks
Yeah.
and cannons, like
Yeah.
fucking chimneys pointing up at the sky, bruv.
I think you see the videos and they go boom and the whole fucking thing like rolls.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're
they're on those ones. Yeah,
Dust appears out of everything,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
floats there for a
And there's just
second.
some guys stood there like
Load another
shit
one in,
anymore.
brother.
Yeah, it's
It's
not even
like-
distracting. They pull the string, it
Yeah.
goes off, and they're already holding another one, like
Yeah.
walking towards it and that.
So on the,
Completely deaf.
within the day, the next day, February 22nd, it's the first lost village,
No, no.
the village of Hormon.
This is where they
That's mad.
This is the first day they use the flamethrowers as well, apparently.
Yeah, so I was coming into that in a little bit.
Yeah,
in a
sorry.
little bit. That's all good, bruv. It's the Germans' first use of the flamethrowers. Is them taking all of this stuff.
Flame and waffen.
That's it. I can't even find it. I'll get to
Flame
it later.
good waffles.
But yeah, there's fucking. Could you imagine being on the fucking battlefield the first time seeing that, bruv?
Yeah.
What's that on his back, fucking idiot?
Yeah,
what
carrying
the
all-
fuck?
They got dragons, bruv. Germans got dragons.
They just
I
made
knew that was real.
they just made Pierre real crispy.
And the logistics of figuring that out.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, we've got to set fire to that, Chavy. What are we going to
Yeah, I
do?
wonder what it was like. Was it pressurised
It
gas?
was
It's like
liquid.
like petroleum.
but they like
petroleum,
hand
basically,
pump
isn't
it.
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? They build the pressure up and then spray it, and then they'd have to like.
Like a weed killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
one of
weed
them
killer
little,
on
yeah.
fire.
I thought it was dudes just running around with a can of deodorant and a lighter.
Again, how many people died like developing the flamethrower?
Oh, plenty.
Like
Lots
so,
of
just
crispy
just go in
dudes.
that little
Yeah,
bunker
imagine
and
thinking you had
fire.
it, but you'd worn out all the seals by testing
yeah.
it yourself. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
show everyone, then you just watch, guys. Poof, the whole canister goes
Or
up.
being the Chavy the first time the flame comes back into the fucking.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
like
goes
we need a
back
way to
up.
stop that.
Yeah.
Noted.
We thought the first 3 guys were just unlucky, but it seems to be a thing.
And every time when they get a new guy in to try it, they're like, "You're the very first person to try this new weapon."
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of fun. It takes only 2 days for the first French line to fully fall on February 23rd, thanks to a steady advance by troops of the German Fifth Army under Crown Prince Wilhelm.
Nice.
Crown Prince's boys is knocking it.
It's that little Willy.
That's Little Willie.
Little
Go on,
Willy.
little Willy.
Little Willie boys killing it on February 23rd. The same day, Village 2, Beaumont, falls.
One of these villages they come into has a famous pigeon.
No, that's a fort. That's
Oh,
a
is that the fort?
Yeah. So a day later, the second line falls within mere hours.
Mm.
So it's only taken them 3 or 4 days, and they've already got all the way up to the second French line.
French are giving up already.
Pretty.
Yeah,
Well, man,
standard.
it's a pretty hard time.
Yeah, it's a very hard time.
They got
but-
German dragons and 280 planes in the sky and
Yeah.
a million shells.
Yeah,
I'll give it the French the.
yeah.
during this
I'll
one.
let
Fair
him
play,
have this one.
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been gone after about 10 minutes, but fuck this.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, mate, the actual fear of the first time seeing a flamethrower is fucking horrific, bro. So the constant bombardment of artillery and scorched earth from the new flamethrowers left the countryside of Verdun looking something like a straight Mordor, bro.
Yeah, boy, imagine. Everything's all scorched and fucked and blown up.
Craters. We've already lost, what, 2 villages, 2 entire villages
Half
gone.
the dudes looking like orcs anyway, just
Yeah.
from injuries and
Yeah.
that. Like,
Injuries and fucking mud splatter.
And the
Like
mud
the-
looks like the fucking trench around Mordor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross, isn't it, bruv? Full on Mordored up. That same day as well. So, what was this? The second, on the February 25th, we lose villages 3 and 4. Livremont and, I didn't get the fucking name for the 4th village. Sorry, guys.
Is it San
Do you know what I
Magno?
It might have been.
Did you get anything about that?
No.
So there was a rumour that the Germans had taken San Magno,
Okay.
and the French believed the rumour, bombarded it themselves.
Oh, and then it was their own
Oh.
boys.
Done their own
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
It was a big
Shit. OG friendly
miscommunication.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OG
It was.
prank
It literally
control,
the term friendly fire didn't exist before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
was it.
and then it was after this this battle that the term friendly fire
Yeah.
got dubbed.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, fucking disgusting.
It's
that
crazy.
one.
Like these villages would probably would have had like hundreds of years of history. Like
Oh, hundreds,
like-
especially
like
where
with
they,
thousands maybe.
Yeah.
Like, you never know.
Yeah.
Like,
especially where they were on that border, the
Yeah.
German
They
French
could have
border.
made a fucking really good cottage pie.
yeah. Keith Richards would have fucking loved
Yeah,
it.
no one never know.
February 25th, German forces approach Fort Douaumont, the most sprawling of all of the forts in this Verdun region. It's like several dozen French bastions surrounding. Douaumont would have been all but impregnable under normal circumstances. But here's the thing. It was the TA in there.
Oh, shit.
This is meant to be the biggest fort out of all of Verdun. 57 TA chavies in there.
Oh, no.
57 old boys just in the largest fort.
They're all running around doing the Borat scene. We're like, I'm the king of the castle.
That's what our modern day TA will be doing.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that, bro. The Germans also gain access to the fort through undefended passage. So, like, under the fort and that.
Yeah.
And they think they're going to have to come in with, like, a really hard fight. But they end up taking the biggest fort at Verdun without a single shot being fired.
Yeah.
Because there's
Mate.
just 57 old boys
Just
just knocking
rounded
about
them
this
up.
fort. Yeah,
Just
just round.
interrupted a backgammon game. Boys? Oh, he got us.
No.
Yeah, they literally just rounded them up, bruv. And not a single shot was fired. And that night, the defence of Verdun is handed to Philippe Pétain.
Philippe
Oh,
Putain.
This
Philippe
is the chavvy that turns it round, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or he,
so
like-
he's absolutely loved by the French. He'll go on to improve all the French defences at Verdun by simply keeping one fucking important road open. We was talking about roads earlier.
Yeah.
And he keeps this one road like in solid nick the entire time, keeps it open throughout the entire time, and it's used to like bring supplies to all the French.
Sick.
It's a road used to like so the French can like sort of re-support each other. So like mates can go off shift and
Yeah.
other mates go on shift
Yeah.
on
I
the
think they
battle.
said they was having a 2-week turnaround. I think that's what they said.
What's that? Oh,
So
what's
the
it? Yeah, yeah.
soldiers, they'd be there 2 weeks and they
And then you
fuck
come up-
off another.
Could you
load
imagine,
come in.
bruv? 2 week, you get 2 weeks in hell, come back, you get 2 weeks off, and then you're like, by the way, you're
Oh,
going
you
back
gotta
to
go
hell.
back there, by the
You'll
way.
go
Yeah.
back to hell.
Well,
That's
imagine working at the pub where they drop them off.
yeah,
And you're just seeing them getting crazier and crazier and crazier every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Remember the name of
Fucking
that road? There was a name. It was
Yeah,
named
it's
something now.
the Sacred Way.
Sacred Way,
Voice
that's it.
Sepli.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pretty fucking awesome dude. Pretty fucking awesome road. So good on him. The same night, Douaumont Falls, Village 5, Bezenvaux.
Nice.
Yeah. 6th of March 1916, the Germans attack on the left bank of the River Meuse, yet despite furious fighting on Le Mont-Homme, they don't take any extra air. They just sort of savage it up a bit.
Can I just pop back in?
Yeah, of course you can,
A couple
bro.
of days before, on the 2nd of March, at that Dumont,
Yeah.
there was a certain guy there, Charles de Gaulle, was it?
Okay.
He was like a World War
Yeah.
II
Oh,
French
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
He was
Okay.
at Dumont and he got hit with, what did he get? Stabbed with a fucking, in the left thigh with a bayonet.
Oh, shit.
And then he got captured after the effects of poison gas.
Ooh.
That was on the 2nd
Oh,
of
mate,
March.
imagine getting stabbed in the leg, then getting poison gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
So
shit.
He was only captured after he passed out, apparently.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. What did he do in World War Two? He ended
He
up
He was,
rising up.
main
he was like
chavvy.
one
Oh,
of
was
the
he?
head French chavies.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Go on,
is it
chavvy.
up in the
It was after he was
government
he was
parliament
pissed off
shit.
after the armistice, after the French surrendered.
Oh, was it?
He got pissed off, and he basically started like the French
Resistance. and that.
resistance.
Oh,
and
what an
he
absolute
come
boy.
To, he come to London and that, and fucking rallied up a load of
Yeah,
guys.
he was on the radio and that
Absolute
over here,
boy.
wasn't he? He was
And
like
then he
doing
ended
radio
up.
and
I
that.
think he ended up being prime minister or president. What is his president they have over there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
a few years after the war, he
Have
ended up being
you
president as well.
heard the? I'm sure it's him. I'll have to double check it. Maybe I might be chatting shit, but the story of how he got out of France, because obviously he was like quite vocal about being like, "This is bullshit. Why have we surrendered?"
Yeah.
And like the rest of France, like, "No, that's fine. Germans are cool. So that's all right."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, fuck this." And then he wanted to leave, but they were like, "No, like you're not allowed."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, the shit. And then they some British guy come over, like some liaison officer with the prime minister, and they end up setting up this thing where the Charles de Gaulle takes them to the airport to like get him on the plane to
He
go.
loves an airport.
They load him onto the plane, and as the plane starts going, he starts running after the plane. Like he
right.
bolts and runs after the plane, and then like that, the main guy from the British Army's like hanging out the door, like trying to hold him, like just to bring him back onto
Absolute
the
boys.
Fucking
plane.
hell.
And then like when the French stood there, like fuck, he's just gone. And then that was when he started doing like radio announcements over here. Like Winston Churchill gave him like
Yeah, airtime and shit.
airtime and stuff.
Yeah, he
It's
was,
cool as
Absolute
fuck.
boys.
he was
I
an
like,
absolute
that's
Donny.
fucking wicked.
But
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that's him.
So
He was
yeah,
at
I mean,
Dumont.
he was there on the front lines of fucking Vermont.
Vermont, absolute shabby. The next, all on the same day that the Germans attack on the left bank, we lose villages 6 and 7. The actual village of Douaumont and Forges. Guess it's called Forges. That's how it's spelled. Forges, bruv. May 31st, villages 8 and 9, Hawkhorn 4, and then April 8th, village 10, Bethencourt.
Is there anything left at these places? Is there like
No,
any
there's
like
nothing.
Nothing at all.
There's like
No.
road signs and they're on maps, and there's a few craters maybe.
No, I think a load of it's closed off as well because of all the exploded shells
Yeah,
and shit
all the
like that.
unexploded shells. So like April and March, good months for the Germans. They're really starting to press forward.
April was almost a good time for the Irish as well.
Oh,
But
go
that
on.
went a bit tits up.
Easter Rising was
Yeah.
shit, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then come May they all got executed.
Oh shit!
About
Fucking
was it? I think it was about 16 of the leaders got executed in May.
hell. Fucking hell.
I wish they'd killed Bono's bloodline.
Yeah,
That would have
annoying
been
cunt.
nice.
They also made the toggle light switch in April of this year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, little
Nice.
sparky facts for you.
Oh, nice.
Fucky facts.
So in April as well, the French launch a counter-attack, but they face heavy casualties after a heavy counter-offensive by the Germans back at them. And yeah, this is that I had on my timeline. This is the first time they used gas at Verdun.
Oh, okay.
And after that, casualties of Verdun are sitting around 100,000.
Fuck. Charles de Gaulle didn't even see it coming. Never had gas before.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, my leg fucking stings, but I'm going to carry it. What's all this?
In May, the French decide we're going to fix our shit up. They bring in air support. They bring in backups of their planes. They had 70 shitter planes earlier, right? They bring in 220 of the most up-to-date single fighter planes.
Yeah, because they were just moving over from being made out of like balsa wood and paper, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Just.
Did I read
This
something
one's
as
got a
well?
bit of 6 mil ply on it, boy.
Yeah, I read something as well. They had American pilots.
They did, yeah. They had American pilots coming over and that. American aces, as they
Is
call
that
them.
still because they were like tight from all of the like previous shit between France and?
And just trade deals and
Yeah,
shit like that. Like even throughout the war, America had been supplying.
And obviously, Americans wanted to get over there because of prohibition.
Yeah,
That's why the French won.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, fuck it, I swear I'm a really good pilot. I'll get on the boat now, come on.
And 220 extra planes, and they started from then onwards just dominating the Germans in the skies. Started going France's way up in the sky, taking out the Zeppelins, stopping their bombings.
Nice.
Yeah, going all right.
Imagine fucking pulling up in a biplane and shooting a Zeppelin, bruv.
Yeah,
That must have been fun as fuck.
yeah, bro. Just
And it lights on fire, like it's full of helium or whatever.
yeah,
I would
Yeah.
imagine it was going down like a balloon, just doing like the fart.
Yeah.
yeah. We said about that.
Go back
earlier. It was like, May 8th, 1916. A handful of German soldiers tried to make coffee in the depths of Fort Douaumont, and they need a way to heat the water, right? And they're low on supplies. So also, this is a little good thing. Imagine being German and taking these forts. You ain't got to hang out in the trenches anymore.
Yeah, true.
That's a benefit.
Yeah.
You're inside
That's
a
when they
cozy
started thinking
fort.
we could have really fancy Hugo Boss outfits if we wanted.
Yeah, they started
Yeah.
sketching them out there. That's how much time since then.
They got time for it. So these chavvies, right, they're low on supplies, and they need a way to heat the water so they can make coffee.
Flamethrowers.
And they decide to use the most flammable
Yes, boy.
substance available,
Oh, that flamethrower goo.
flamethrower fuel. And
That must be like napalm and it was all sugary or something.
so what happens is
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does that go?
Oh, it doesn't go fucking well. There's a fucking massive explosion, bruv. Absolutely huge explosion. It ends up, I'm just going to have to put it up because I thought I stuck it in my notes, but I've still got the website saved. It ends up killing something fucking ridiculous, bruv. They're also all sitting too close to their cooking fire was too close to a cache of artillery shells.
Oh, that's helpful, yeah.
And they're all still wearing their flamethrower backpacks.
Yeah.
And the flamethrower gas promptly ignited the artillery shells.
Oh, shit.
They just Guy Fawkes themselves.
Yeah, entirely forked themselves, bruv. Yeah, it was the blast wave was so fucking huge, bruv. It was like apparently fucking people like tearing people's lungs apart just from the blast wave.
Fuck.
Shrapnel absolutely fucking ripping people apart about it, and inside as well, the explosion was inside a confined space of the fort,
Mate.
so it just absolutely fucking ripped them
Chaos.
apart, bruv.
Mad shit.
And then they're saying as well, explosions in confinement spaces actually reflect blast waves off of walls as well.
Yeah.
And so it's coming back and hitting you like double whammy.
Yeah,
Nice.
people are just getting fucking bound about just for a fucking bit of coffee, bruv.
I thought coffee makes you bounce.
It killed hundreds of German soldiers instantly.
Yeah.
More than 1,000 were wounded and scrambled to escape
So
from
the
tunnel.
hallways would have become like cannons.
Yeah,
Anything that was in it would
Firing
get
out,
blown out as fast as fuck.
Imagine
Yeah.
walking behind your mate down a corridor and a fucking
Yeah.
blast comes out. What the heck?
and then because the
He's
explosion,
like, boys, I found my camp cooker. Don't worry about it.
and on top of that, when because it was such a loud explosion, a bunch of Germans just outside the fort was like, "Fuck, we're being invaded." So they run up to the fort, and then when all the German soldiers run out covered in soot, like from the fucking explosion, the Germans fire on their own boys coming out of the fort.
Oh fuck!
Correct.
More
Yeah.
friendly
Fire
fire.
again.
Yeah, more friendly fire, bruv.
That's a proper own goal, that.
Yeah, that's a bad one. And I know coffee's good, but fucking hell,
That
bruv.
was like the original Basic White Girl, wasn't it? With
Yeah.
the Starbs.
Yeah. A few weeks later, the French sort of hear about this fuck up, and on May 22nd, they decide, yeah, we're going to make use of their fuck up.
We're gonna cover ourselves in soot.
We're going to assault the fort. And they managed to get literally a single foothold on the fort, but then barged back by German artillery as soon as they got the fort back. So they took it back, and the artillery hammered it so much. It ends up being a failure. 5,000 French are killed, wounded, or captured in that one fucking attempt.
My God.
Yeah, bruv. Then on May 24th, the village 11, Cumers. May 29th, Mortholm Hill falls to the Germans, and they start approaching Fort Vaux. Artillery strikes begin in the early days of June, and the 4th of June, 1916, Le Valiant dies.
Yeah, boy, Valiant.
Do you want to tell us about Valiant, bro?
It's just a beast of a pigeon, basically.
I've seen the film.
He'd been getting pushed back by the Germans himself. He'd go from one fort to another,
Yeah.
and then like on the last one, he died.
Oh, yeah.
But he died coming into the loft.
Oh,
So
yeah?
the guy caught him, got the message, and he just died.
Ah.
And on one of the earlier ones, he'd lost the message.
Oh.
So it's like, there's a sick movie there, bruv.
Yeah.
Like Rocky 4, but for a pigeon, he's like, he's got his like down. He's like, oh, I lost that message. I'll never do that again. Has his big workout.
Has his moment.
Then has his like fucking samurai death. Landing at the loft.
Like, pigeons were massively important for World War One, weren't
Yeah,
they?
there's some
Like,
sick pigeons.
hugely
from World War
important.
One. Even World War Two.
Yeah.
Because it's like, radios were fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Batteries were shit back then and everything.
Yeah, of course.
Still relied on them heavy.
Yeah, of
The
course.
Queen still keeps, well, she used to. I don't know what's happening now. She's dead.
Do you reckon
The
Charles
Queen
keeps
used to have pigeons
Yeah.
like, from the breeding stock of all the old messengers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the old messenger pigeons from the wars.
Yeah,
That's
because
pretty
that would be
rad.
cool to have. And I looked into it, like £40 billion from the Queen. Like, all right, yeah, no.
Fucking hell. So she owns all those bloodlines of pigeons from it.
Well, she did. She's dead now. So I guess what's his name does.
Charles has them.
Charles the Third.
When did they first start using pigeons for?
Way back, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Way
ages
back.
I
ago.
know it's like 100.
Do you say
Genghis.
I didn't know if it was that.
Yeah,
Longer.
Noah.
BC, yeah.
Yeah.
After the flood, Noah had a pigeon.
Yeah, he was the first one. Pigeon
Yeah,
brought him
two.
back. Pigeon brought him a message.
Oh, well, it must have existed before, otherwise we wouldn't have known how to do it.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's prehistoric
Yeah.
pigeons.
Yeah.
The dodo's related to the pigeon as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
How good were they at messages? They should carry
Shit.
big messages.
Yeah,
They
carry
bigger
the
messages.
ones.
Delicious as well.
Yeah, it turns up and you eat it.
Best type of message.
Yeah.
Yeah, pigeons were so important in World War One. I was playing Battlefield 1 earlier.
For
to
tankies
they're
as well.
big
put
on that.
myself in a little
Yeah,
vibe,
yeah.
and there's a mission where you play as a pigeon.
Oh yeah, so, yeah, that's the best game ever. That is sick. More games like that, please.
But By June 7th, so within like just over a week, Fort Vaux is surrounded by Germans. Yeah, the thing is, like, this Fort Vaux as well, everyone's thirsty as fuck. We're now what, June? The battle kicked off in February. We're a few months into this battle, right?
Festival season now.
It's festival season. Supplies are hard to get.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard getting these supplies through, especially when you're surrounded and taking a fort. And Germans are fighting through dehydration because they're imagining that by the time they get to this Fort Vaux,
They're going to have taps.
they're going to have some taps, they're going to have some water, it's going to be okay. So they're fighting through the dehydration for a little sip of water, not knowing inside Fort Vaux, French soldiers are literally licking the stone walls just to get moisture off of the walls, just for a drink,
That's
because
each
they're
other's
that
breath.
dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Willy Wonka, they're licking the walls.
Yeah. But that's wild, isn't it? You're licking stone walls for moisture because you're that thirsty.
Yeah, boy, what are you, a water hog?
It's mental, bruv. After taking Fort Vaux, the Germans launch a massive attack on the French lines that only just fails to advance the German lines. 23rd of June, the Germans fired some 100,000 shells containing phosgen gas.
Oh,
Yeah, a new poisonous gas that ended up hovering over the ravines used by the French for their troop rotations.
that's the yellowy green one, isn't it?
Yeah,
They see like they do the classic gas.
yeah, that's it. But I'm guessing they fired it up by that road.
Yeah,
'Cause they fired it at the spot where the French boys were rotating.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Just
smart.
fucking get. Yeah, it's smart. Dick move though, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Absolute dick move. This is also where they take Village 12, Fleury.
Nice.
July
There's
1st.
a lot of villages now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 villages. That's all the villages. And all of these villages, like I said, are gone now.
It's a proper blitz up. Blitzkrieg.
Reduced to
Was
bloody rubble.
Was it Fleury that changed hands something ridiculous, like 16 times?
I think Fleury did change
Yeah.
hand a fair few fucking times.
And then in here they're like, right, flatten it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just fucking
No
shit.
more.
No one wants it now.
Yeah.
Car park.
You have it. No, you have it.
Bomb it. Nobody's going to fucking have it. July 1st. Big news. Happy days for the Battle of Verdun.
More pigeons.
No, July 1st, British launched the Battle of the Somme.
Yeah, the Somme the same year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the Battle of the Somme was actually one of the reasons they reckon it happened is to relieve pressure on Verdun.
Yeah, distraction.
To a bit more of an, and it was also the first time. Pretty sure the Somme is the first time tanks
Yeah, tanks.
arrive on the
Yeah.
battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
man.
old England boy.
Bro, World
Every
War
tank
One
needs a
was mad.
pigeon.
Yeah, we was told by a guy. So my surname's pretty odd, right? There's not that many of them, and there's a guy who owns a shop in Bromley called Diplocks, and so we had to go in, didn't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
We was like,
Cool.
who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Keep my name out your mouth, bro.
Dad.
And he sat down and was like, oh, I'm a Diplock, that's why. And we were like, you fucking wanna be, bruv. That's what we're telling you, you better be. And he actually ended up telling us loads of shit. And apparently, a Diplock invented the caterpillar tyres for
No way.
tanks. Yeah,
Sick.
yeah,
That's
some
pretty
mad
cool.
scientist dude. So I'm pretty
See,
happy with that one.
We could
Helping out
claim
with
our
Battle of the Somme.
surname to loads of shit, really.
Yeah.
But
Gordon Brown.
Oh yeah, Gordon Brown, that's a good one
Best
to have.
one, that's it.
Yeah, that's and
That's
it's
all you
Scottish
need.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Done.
No, that's absolutely perfect, bruv.
He's my dad.
July 11th and 12th, another big failing push by the Germans to take down take the town of Verdun fails. In August, Fort Vaux is retaken by the French. Revenge for fucking the Pidgey, bruv.
Yeah, boy.
By September, French forces retake Fleury, a small village
there you go.
that by the end of the battle is entirely destroyed.
This is like still only like halfway through the battle.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Well, it's September. It's coming towards an end. It's
Yeah.
coming towards an end. By October, the French managed to recapture Fort Dormont. November 2nd, Fort Vaux is retaken by the French. So French are coming back up
Yeah, it's a big comeback.
because of the Somme.
Oh,
Because of the
yeah.
Somme's relieving the pressure, bruv.
Stretch them out.
And now November to December, there's a bit of a stalemate. The weather conditions are worsening. It's getting a bit shit, a bit snowy again. Until the 15th to the 18th of December, our date in history. Bow. With the Battle of Verdun finally coming to an end, with a big French push retaking all the lands they had lost since February.
So back where we started,
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah.
back to square one.
See you again
How
in the
many-
30s.
How many casualties were there?
Over 900,000 casualties.
Just to end up where they were.
Just to get straight back to exactly where everything
Fucking
was just before.
World War One was
But
crazy.
you're not thinking about the profits from the shareholders.
What?
This
Look, we
is the
have
same
tanks
year
now.
J.D. Rockefeller become the first billionaire.
Is it really?
Yeah, the first
of course it
personal
is, because he was
billionaire
funding
started
both
holdings.
all sides.
Did
Of course, the
how many
banks entirely funded this war.
Yeah.
how many dead was there in total?
What Kieran asked that over this one battle. 900,000.
Was that dead or just casualties?
Oh, casualties.
casual.
Oh, I don't know casualties. I don't know
So
casualties.
900,000.
900,000 is dead.
And how many days did it run? 300.
9 months.
Yeah.
Is it 300 days?
Less than that.
Less than that. 9 months.
No, it's about that.
Yeah,
Be
it's about
270.
No, it definitely wouldn't be. It's
No, yeah.
360.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, about
Oh,
nearly
get-
300.
Let me
Yeah, about 300.
About 300.
9 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days of continuous fighting.
Yeah, but what months?
What months? How many days? What days?
I'm not fucking figuring that
43
out.
weeks.
Long old time, bruv.
Let me have
battle.
a quick Google. I'm just trying to work out how many dead a day. Just in my
Oh,
head
I
real
think
quick.
it worked out something like 7,000 dead a day.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I remember seeing a stat on that. Something like 7,000 or 4,000. Either way,
That's a lot.
that's some big
That's a
numbers,
lot.
bruv. That is some
And then
big
if you add
numbers.
the casualties into that as well, like
Yeah,
How
exactly.
How many
people get
casualties a
fucked up?
day?
I got a little quote as well. I thought I'd at least end my timeline with on the Battle of Verdun, bruv. A French lieutenant wrote in his journal, "Humanity is mad. It must be mad to do what it is doing. What a massacre. What scenes of horror and carnage. I cannot find words to translate my impressions. Hell cannot be so terrible."
Mm.
Bruh.
He was later killed in an artillery attack.
But yeah, no, there's some fucking banging poets from World War One
Yeah.
and World War Two.
Wilfred-
the
was
first
it
time
Wilfred
they see it
Owen?
on that scale, isn't it?
That's it.
Is it Wilfred Owen? Is it
Wilfred,
Owen?
is he one? He
He's
survived.
one, is he the one that wrote is it gas? It's
Oh,
like gas
yeah,
balls.
I've seen
That
someone
boy's
do that
quick,
recently
and
on
it's like the fumbling on the.
YouTube.
It was 303 days.
303 days.
Yeah.
Quick
Well,
maths.
he's close as shit.
That was some quick maths, my officer. That's pretty fucking
Thanks.
crazy.
I was just thinking 65 and 30
Yeah.
No,
days
lost
in a
me.
month. 2 months back.
Get out them numbers. Better than gas, bruv.
Better than gas. It tickled though. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, lads, that was the Battle of Verdun this week,
Yeah, that's nuts.
Nice
That's
The
little-
longest ever battle as well. It's pretty.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Considering
it?
all the battles we know about.
And also, I thought it is weird as well. I know we're doing a World War One at Christmas time, but doesn't British culture seem to have that weird thing where we sort of do seem to romanticize World War One and Two around about Christmas
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, well, there was a football match and that, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Was that World
Yeah.
War One?
It was
Yeah.
World War One over no man's land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I thought you were gonna say earlier. Where you're like, what is it?
Christmas and war and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stopping for a football match and that.
yeah, yeah. I thought that maybe that happened at Verdun, but it didn't.
I think there was there not an advert a couple of years ago? One of the
Where they
M&S
showed that.
adverts, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
Some
wasn't
like
it?
John Lewis and
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
it.
Some
Yeah.
bollocks.
Has there been one this year? That's always a big thing, isn't it?
I really have just avoided
Mm.
everything Christmas
Yeah.
this year. It's been great. I fucking loved it.
Including buying presents.
And like this is the first day that they put music on the gym that I was working at earlier, and
Yeah.
they had the Christmas tunes on. And I was like, "Oh, it's Christmas! Come on, it's like 3 days away. It's banging."
Yeah, I keep making plans. Like, well, I'll just do it Monday. It's Christmas on Monday. Fuck. Oh no.
I've been doing that thing where like I've arranged to see people. I'm like, yeah, I'll see you on the 27th. I have no idea when the 27th is. I just don't know. I'm seeing someone on the 27th, but I don't know what day it is. Like,
Well, maybe we can continue this conversation on our podcast
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
Christmas.
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
Oh, is this...
Christmas up?
This
this
will come
come
out
out
after.
after?
This comes out Sunday.
Okay. Well, we'll put... Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
probably
we'll
won't get
probably-
ours out till
Christmas.
Monday, Christmas Day. I'll be sat up editing while Santa comes down the chimney.
you're gonna
Nice.
get in so much shit for that.
I know.
That's it. I've been Sam and Yarn browsing history. Ross and Kieran, all the stuff, some of the things podcast. Battle of Verdun. Done.
Just
And we're done.
Romeo Verdun.